Skies a high near 59, northwest winds 15 to 25, gusts as high as 35. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies, a low around 36, northwest winds 10 to 15, gusts as high as 20. For Sunday, mostly sunny, a high of 59. Sunday night, a 20% chance of showers after 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, with a low of 45. For Monday, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 68. Monday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of 51. For Tuesday, a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, a high near 64. Tuesday night, 60% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low of 47. And then Wednesday, a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, a high near 57. For more local weather anytime, surf to KIOW.com or B1031.com.
Na na na, come on. Na na na, come on.
It's the Iowa High School football playoffs here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the KIOW studios in downtown Forest City as we are just about 45 minutes away from kickoff of the 2023 Iowa High School football playoffs, and you got the Lake Mills Bulldogs right here on KIOW and also joining us via the video stream on KIOW.com. My name is Zarin Egestal. I'm going to take you through the first half an hour or so of this show. We'll get you to about 6:45 where your guys will take over. Josiah and the boys, they're in Nashua. They're along with us, and they are going to take over and have you the rest of the evening as Lake Mills looking for their first playoff victory in school history. Bulldogs have made the postseason a couple of times, just have not been able to punch through with that win. You may remember back to 2020, Lake Mills did get, what was a playoff win, but 2020, with everybody making the postseason, the state officially doesn't credit you until you're in the third round. So teams would have had to win their third round matchup in order to get credit for a playoff victory. So that was kind of a postseason win, but Lake Mills trying to find an official postseason playoff victory tonight, taking on Nashua-Plainfield. And one of the games that's going to be maybe more contested in the state. This first round of postseason is such a hot topic because people talk about, is it necessary, is it not? You got teams that are way different, way off of each other. The ones and the fours, and even some of the threes and the twos, there are some big disparities around the state. But this is not going to be one of those games. I really think a lot of people I've talked to as well really think that this is going to be a highly tested contest here between Nashua-Plainfield and Lake Mills. Should be a lot of fun. We've got a great show for you on hand here. We're going to be going to Des Moines and talking with our friends at Radio Iowa. Todd Kim is going to be standing by here in a little bit. He's going to take a look around the state. We're also going to be joined by Nashua-Plainfield head football coach Andrew Christensen and Lake Mills football coach Brady Kurtz. We're going to be joined by both of them talking about football this evening between Nashua-Plainfield and the Lake Mills Bulldogs. First, though, we want to tell you about our pregame show's sponsor, Norseman Trucking of Lake Mills. They're the sponsor of today's pregame show. Let's hear a word from Norseman.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norseman to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Back to the KIOW downtown studios. I'm Zarin Egestal, getting you up to 6:45 this evening, where Josiah and the boys will take over from Nashua, getting set for Nashua-Plainfield and Lake Mills. Well, let's hear from Lake Mills head football coach Brady Kurtz talking about some preparation things, talking about the season. Lake Mills had a great start to the season, started 6-0 for the first time since the 90s. Here's what Coach Kurtz had to say after they achieved that.
It means a lot. There's no secret we've struggled to win football games here in Lake Mills, for an extended period of time. And so whenever you start a season 6-0, it does certainly build some excitement. It builds a lot of positive vibes in school, certainly on our football team around town. Number of people that you see that you run into in town, they just want to congratulate you and say you're doing a great job. It's a great feeling, certainly. And so I'm just happy that our town's been able to experience this nice run here at the start of the year.
1996, the last time Lake Mills had started a football season 6-0. The Bulldogs are hoping to change their fortune from that team in '96. They ended up going on and losing in the first round of the postseason that year to West Hancock. Only 2 losses that year came to West Hancock, and kind of funny how it worked out. That year in 96, the Bulldogs went 6-0, then lost to West Hancock, and again, as we saw earlier this year, Bulldogs go 6-0 this year. They fall to West Hancock, fall to St. Ansgar, finish 3rd place in the district, and get this matchup tonight with Nashua-Plainfield. 2 pretty highly contested teams. Should be a lot of fun in Nashua this evening. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Nashua-Plainfield head football coach Andrew Christensen about his Nashua-Plainfield Huskies. We'll come back. This is Playoff Football on KIOW.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go, go, Bulldogs!
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norsemen to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills or at singlestathardware.com.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Back here to Forest City, the Forest City studios of KIOW. We're going to be getting you to Des Moines here in just a moment, and then we're going to be getting you to Nashua, where Josiah and the guys will take over for tonight's football game. Let's talk now with Nashua-Plainfield head football coach Andrew Christensen. Coach, you guys are back in the playoffs again this year, and you did enough to earn a home game tonight against Lake Mills.
Yeah, I mean, I think all along our goal was to get a home playoff game. We knew we had a shot at winning the district title. Wapsie was a little better in the end than we thought maybe they would be preseason. But I think overall our kids did have a pretty good season. Southwind was probably our low game, which there were some other circumstances with that game also. But, I mean, I think every game we played everybody tough. I mean, look at the St. Ansgar score and the Wapsie Valley score. Both those games, I think, though, were closer than their score. And then I think we took care of business when we needed to in the other games. I mean, we're happy to be the number 2 seed, have a home playoff game, and this is only the 5th our home playoff game in MP history, so that's pretty cool for the kids to be part of and really accomplish.
Coach, what has worked offensively for your team this season?
We definitely run the ball the majority of the time. Titus Evans did a nice job at fullback for us most of the year. He's more of our inside runner, you might say, although he has really good speed when he gets to the outside. And then Aiden Guitar, you might say, in the backfield, both over 800 yards rushing. Jackson Carey's filled in nicely when one of those two sort of went down. I think he's close to 300 yards now. So we're definitely a run-first team. Our line does a really good job of getting on their blocks and using angles to move people. And then Tucker Franz, our quarterback, has had a nice season as a wing T quarterback in the sense that he's been more of a game manager, but when he's been called upon to make a throw, he's usually been able to do it. I mean, his stats on the season aren't like all-state, but they're good for a wing T quarterback. So, I mean, I think we've been able to balance up enough to keep teams from loading the box on us.
You've had a chance this week to watch film on Lake Mills, a team that can be very hard to prepare for because of the triple option offense that they like to run. What have you seen on film from the Bulldogs, and what have you been doing to try to counter that?
Yeah, I mean, you've watched Lake Mills. They are a true flexbone team. You can tell they follow the rules very closely. I coach at a school that brought in the flexbone for a couple of years, and you can tell they follow those rules to a T. I think the big thing that we've been trying to do is kind of explain what they're trying to do. I think we have a pretty decent understanding of who they're trying to read and who they're trying to block and stuff. And the big thing with the option we've been doing a lot of is a lot of no-ball option, because too often kids kind of get caught in practice looking at the ball, and then they develop bad habits of, I should be tackling this guy, and then it's a pull and stuff. So we've been doing a lot of no-ball option to make sure that everybody's going to their spot, because everybody has to have responsibility, and then making sure we're all on the same page with our keys and stuff, because like you said, they can pass the ball some. They don't have a very large passing playbook, but when they do, it's pretty effective because of their run game. So, I mean, I think our corners and safeties have to understand what their responsibilities are. And if they can do that, I like our chances of shutting down the pass. And then the run, we've been pretty physical against the run all year, so I do like our chances there, but at the same time, it is a little bit different than anything we've seen, so we have to be pretty disciplined as well.
Coach, we talk about the home playoff game, but you guys have been so much better on the road this year. That's kind of interesting, but you get the home playoff game tonight. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, this sounds kind of bad, but so I've thought about having our bus driver come pick us up and drive us around town for a little bit just to get that experience. But, I mean, part of that's just who we've played at home compared on the road. But, I mean, we're 4-0 on the road and 1-3 at homes. I know people around town are excited to have a home game and support us. I mean, the sport's been good.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck to the Huskies this evening.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
That's been Nashua-Plainfield head football coach Andrew Christensen. We'll come back and wrap things up from our studios in Forest City right after this.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You'll still find good old-fashioned service at Dave's Auto in Lake Mills. From gas, tires, towing, or car repairs, Joe and his staff have you covered. Good luck to our area athletes from Dave's Auto Service in Lake Mills, a full-service gas station providing you and your car service to remember.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. At Stendrud Insurance, we offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Lake Mills Motorsports is your full-service Polaris dealer, specializing in Polaris Ranger ATVs and Polaris snowmobiles. Check out the full line of power sports equipment, clothing, accessories, and winter gear now at Lake Mills Motorsports in Lake Mills.
At Lake Mills Physical Therapy, we strive to keep our athletes in the game. Don't let your injury sideline you from getting back to your life dreams and goals. Call 641-592-3500 to schedule your appointment today. Lake Mills Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of area athletes.
Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills has immediate openings for second shift machinists. Join the third-generation family-owned company with excellent benefits, flexible scheduling, and job stability. Good luck to our area athletes from Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills.
MBT Bank, proudly serving northern Iowa and southern Minnesota with 10 locations. MBT Bank brings you the latest in banking technology with that local community connection. Learn more about MBT Bank online at mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Consolidated Energy offers reliable service, competitive pricing, and contracting advantages for propane and diesel in Lake Mills, Forest City, Buffalo Center, and Maple Island, Minnesota. Call 800-590-4206 and schedule a delivery today. Good luck, athletes from Consolidated Energy. DuraClean by Doug of Lake Mills, your full-service home and office care specialist for deep cleaning of carpet, upholstery and drapes, air duct cleaning, sanitizing, and allergy and asthma relief. It's not clean unless it's DuraClean. Good luck, athletes from DuraClean by Doug.
Welcome back to our downtown studios in Forest City. Man, oh man, we're getting about 30 minutes away from kickoff between the district number 2 Nashua-Plainfield. The Huskies, they're hosting a district third place, the Lake Mills Bulldogs. We've got all the action for you right here on KIOW and video streamed worldwide at KIOW.com. Now we're going to go to our good friends at Radio Iowa in Des Moines. Todd Kim is standing by. He's got a look of what's going on around the state of Iowa this evening with some great matchups. Our bigger classes still playing regular season, Class 2A all the way down to Class 8 player. It's all playoff football time, and Todd will have all that information from you from the Radio Iowa studios in Des Moines. Thanks so much for joining us here on our little pre-show on KIOW. We'll go to Des Moines, then we'll go to Nashua. Again, I'm Zaron Eggestal from our studios in Forest City saying have a great night and enjoy the game.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, Todd Kim.
The Hawkeyes look to stay in the driver's seat in the Big Ten West when they host Minnesota. Another rated foe for the Panthers, who host North Dakota, while Drake heads west in the Pioneer Football League. High school football, the playoffs begin in the 4 smallest classes. That and more on the Scouting Report.
Okay, gotta be late. Gotta go. Where'd I put... wallet. Check. And, phone. Check. Keys. Check. Lunch. Check.
Checking for the things you need doesn't take long. But what about checking for your safety? Right now, 1 in every 5 vehicles on the road has an open safety recall. But it only takes seconds to check for open recalls on your car at checktoprotect.org. All you need is your vehicle identification number or license plate number. Your automaker may not have the right information to notify you about recalls by mail, especially if you recently moved or drive an older or used car. Checktoprotect.org is the quick, easy way to find out if your vehicle has an open safety recall and find the closest dealer who can make the repair for free.
Laptop. Check.
Before you go, take a minute. Visit checktoprotect.org. Check to Protect is a program of the National Safety Council.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Call it winning ugly or whatever you want, but as Iowa heads towards a much-needed bye week, the Hawkeyes control their own destiny in the Big Ten West after a bruising 15-6 win at Wisconsin. The run game has showed promise the last 2 weeks, but the offense, which is missing its starting quarterback and a pair of all Big Ten caliber tight ends, remains the lowest ranked in the nation. The clowns in the national media continue to make fun of Iowa, but the 24th ranked Hawkeyes don't care. They will continue to rely on defense and special teams as they take a 6-1 record into a game at home against Minnesota.
And our players are smart. They know what's going on. They know where our challenges are. They know, what things looked like in August, what they look like now. But, despite as much everybody wants to predict the future, you can't do that. You just never know how seasons are going to go, what turns are going to be taken, who's going to be in, who's going to be out.
That's Iowa coach Kirk Ferentz. Nobody has seen Iowa's style of play work more than Gopher coach P.J. Fleck. The Hawkeyes have won 8 straight in this series, but 6 have been decided by a touchdown or less, including a 13-10 Iowa win in the Twin Cities last season.
They're very efficient. They don't turn the ball over. Their special teams are a huge factor in how they win. I mean, a huge factor. Their special teams doesn't get enough credit. And their defense is one of the best defenses in the country consistently. So they have a formula, and they do it really well.
The Gophers are coming off their bye week and stand 3-3. It's a 2:30 kickoff in Kinnick Stadium. It'll be televised by NBC. Northern Iowa coach Mark Farley says the Panthers need to eliminate mistakes as they get ready to host number 11 North Dakota. The Panthers had 2 interceptions and lost 3 fumbles in a 41-6 loss at top-ranked South Dakota State. North Dakota is 4-2 after a 49-24 victory over in-state rival North Dakota State, and quarterback Tommy Schuster is completing 73% of his passes, and his mobility is an added concern.
He's just elusive. He's a winner, and he's elusive that way that he makes a bad play into a good play. And then when you're solid in your play across the board, when something does get disruptive, he's good enough to get him out of trouble because he's elusive and go make a play out of a bad play.
The Panthers are 3-3 overall. Drake takes a share of the lead in the Pioneer Football League race to the West Coast as they visit the University of San Diego. The Bulldogs are coming off a stunning 52-21 win over PFL favorite St. Thomas in Minnesota and sit 3-0 in the league race. The Bulldogs look to break through in a series that has been dominated by the Toreros.
And we haven't beaten them in 10 years, period. And then I don't think we've beaten them at their place since 2009. So, it's not going to be an easy task by any stretch. It's been a while since we've gotten them.
That's Drake coach Todd Stepsis. San Diego is 1-5, a stunning start for a program that has won 7 PFL titles in the last 9 years. High school football is next on the Scouting Report.
Hi, I'm Mike Mefford, physical therapist with Hancock County Health System's Sports Medicine Department. My colleagues and I are redefining the rules of the game with our extensive sports medicine experience and knowledge and utilization of state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. Let me help you change your game by recognizing your athletic potential. Join me at the HCHS Wellness Center in Britt or at the Garner Rehabilitation Clinic. Hancock County Health System. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
The high school playoffs kick off tonight with the round of 32 in the 4 smallest classes. That includes 8-player, where top-ranked Winfield Mount Union will be at home against Belle Plaine. Winfield Mount Union senior star Cam Buffington has combined for more than 1,400 yards of rushing and receiving and says as the top-ranked team, the Wolves know they have a target on their back.
I'm getting used to it, and I'm just trying to help my teammates get through it and help them stay calm and through the process. It's something to look forward to too. I mean, everyone doesn't have really this experience of having this target on their backs. I mean, you kind of have to be appreciative of it and just have fun with it.
Also in 8-player tonight, second-ranked Cam Anita is at home against Southeast Warren. Number 3, Remsen St. Mary's plays host to Harris Lake Park. Number 8, Central City's at home against Lansing Key. Key High coach Chad Winters says getting to the playoffs is still an accomplishment in Iowa's largest class of teams.
You look at some of the records in some of the other classes of some of the first-round matchups, and there's a lot of teams that are 2-6, 3-5, 4-4 that are playing, and you look at 8-man and you don't have that. I mean, you need to win. You need to win 5 games to give yourself an opportunity to get in the playoffs, and sometimes that's not enough.
Class A tonight, it's top-rated Woodbury Central hosting North Union. Number 2, St. Ansgar is at home against Sibley Ocheyedan, while third-ranked Madrid hosts IKM Manning. In the 1A playoffs, fourth-ranked MFL Marmac is at home against Hudson. The Bulldogs won the title in a loaded District 3. Coach Dan Anderson says Hudson is a tough first-round draw.
I mean, they're 5-3, and there's only 2 teams in the state of Iowa that are 4 seeds that have a winning record, and of course we got one of them. So, I mean, that's all right though. Some people, I've heard some friends, people say, geez, you just keep on stuck with tough teams and state must not like you guys or something. But you know what? That's all right because, keep throwing them at us. It's only making us tough. It's only making us tougher. As long as we win them, we want tough competition and why stop now?
1A top-ranked Grundy Center is at home against Cascade, while second-ranked Underwood plays host to East Sac County. 2A Cherokee looks for an upset in Harlan against number 6 Carroll Kemper. Kyle Jorgensen has a preview.
This is the first time the Braves have made the playoffs since the 2015 season. Head coach Tony Gunner of the Cherokee Braves.
We had a great practice today. What I'm looking for going into a playoff game, and, we're as ready as we're ever going to be.
Ryan Steinkamp of Kemper Catholic talks about the mindset of the Knights throughout the season.
We had a tough non-district schedule, but I think it really helped challenge and prepare us for it. And then, we kind of kept taking after that. We just really focused on, the basics of football, blocking, tackling, hustle, heart, that type of stuff.
The Braves finished 5-3 overall on the season and 4th in their district, and the Knights finished 1st in their district. I'm Kyle Jorgensen reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report.
2A top-ranked Van Meter is at home against Albia, while second-ranked Central Lion George Little Rock hosts Okoboji. This season, Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star in athletics, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Violet Bodie of Algona Garrigan High School has been raised on a vegetable farm and has enjoyed helping out at the farmer's market.
And we used to do vegetable boxes that we would deliver around town, and I've kind of just grown up helping with that, and it's been part of my life, and I've seen how that goes. And I really like it. I like working in the garden and on the farm and selling the vegetables, forming relationships with customers. It's really fun.
As a 4-sport athlete, Lily Randall of Tri-County needs to manage her time between school and sports.
Usually we have school and then the sport that's in season, and then if another sport is coming up it's usually later at night, so there's a lot of late nights involved with that.
Jackson Lindgren of Kingsley Pearson has grown up on a farm and taken on an expanded role.
I do a lot during calving season, like checking cows during night and stuff like that. During harvest, I usually run grain cart and things like that. And well, now it's harvest and I'm spraying, but I do a lot of different things. I basically know how to run majority of the machines around the farm, so I can do quite a bit.
Wyatt Rosenmeyer of Algona Garrigan enjoys working with the cattle herd and the commitment that comes with it.
That's got to become a priority as soon as you take that over, and you need to do that before you can do anything else. So if you want to go mess off for the day, you better make sure that you have time to do chores. It's pretty much a commitment.
Beck's Players with Heart will wrap up Week 9 after this on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swivel, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health System.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
It's the final night of the regular season in the largest three classes as the race for the playoffs comes to an end. An automatic playoff bid is at stake in Class 3A District 2 as 8th-ranked Webster City hosts Humboldt. Quinn Douglas has a preview.
The Lynx are coming off of a 47-0 shutout against Algona, where Webster City coach Bob Howard says the weather was perfect for his team's style of football.
And we got ahead quick, and so I think that definitely affected things.
Howard says the strength of this Humboldt team is in its skill position players.
You know, they're very successful in all the other sports as well, and it's for a reason. They've got a lot of athletes and a lot of numbers, and they're well coached.
Humboldt is coming off of their own marquee win last Friday night with a 34-0 shutout of previously undefeated Clear Lake, a performance that Coach Derek Ellman called gritty.
You know, I think early on our kids showed a lot of grit. You know, we were able to get a couple of first downs in our first drive, and then had a punt deep, and we knew it was going to be a field position game all night with just the way the weather was.
Humboldt started the year 2-2, but the gelling of a young offensive line and the return of running back Lance Kuhn has brought success in district play.
Our offensive line, as they started to kind of understand the positions and understand what varsity football is like and start to gel a little bit, that's right when we got Lance back. And, you know, first game back, he goes over 100 yards, and he's just done an excellent job since. And just shows the kind of impact player Lance is.
Reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, this is Quinn Douglas.
Also in Class 3A tonight, it's top-ranked Creston visiting Perry. Number 2 Solon is at home against South Tama, while third-ranked Mount Vernon visits Keokuk. After being knocked out of the top spot in 4A last week, 6th-ranked Adel ADM closes the regular season at home against number 5 North Polk. Dre Trotolitzi reports.
After suffering their first district loss against the Indianola Indians, the Tigers find themselves at an important point in their high school football season. This defeat called for a reevaluation of their approach. And head coach Randy Schrader's words.
Well, what we really stressed this week with our coaches especially is we need to fix our issues before we move on.
The Tigers recognize the need to depart from their usual philosophy of quickly moving on from previous games. Coach Schrader notes.
I think that's been a problem. We talked about flushing. Previous week's game, you got 24 hours and we've got to move on.
This approach was not just a step towards improvement, but a necessity to ensure they remain in the playoff race. The urgency of addressing these errors stems from their upcoming matchup against North Polk. The Tigers are fully aware that this week's rivals will be looking for weak points to exploit.
North Polk's going to try to exploit the same thing that Indianola did.
Their focus is no longer just on moving forward, but on perfecting their execution, aligning their assignments, and eliminating errors before they grow. In conclusion, the Tigers' response to their first district loss is marked by a shift in philosophy. Their dedication to correcting errors and perfecting their execution represents a commitment to continuous improvement, ensuring they remain competitive and focus on their playoff hopes. And there is your high school scouting report on the North Polk Comets taking on the ADM Tigers. In Adel, Dre Trotolitzi, Raccoon Valley Radio Network.
Also in 4A, top-ranked Western Dubuque visits Mason City. It's number 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier at Burlington. Third-ranked Lewis Central is at home against Dallas Center Grimes. And in Class 5A tonight, there's one rated matchup to close the regular season. It finds 5th-ranked Bettendorf at home against number 10 Iowa City High. Top-ranked Southeast Polk hosts Des Moines Lincoln. It's number 2 Dowling Catholic at home against Sioux City North, while third-ranked Pleasant Valley visits Linn-Mar. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports,
It's time for playoff football on Mix 107.3 with Josiah Cleveland.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Nashua, Iowa. We are here for tonight's first round playoff action as the Lake Mills Bulldogs face off against the host Nashua-Plainfield Huskies. I'm joined alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock, and this is your pregame show. Tonight's pregame show, as always, here for Lake Mills, is brought to you by Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, where the name on the side of the truck means opportunity. Learn more at Norseman.com.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norseman to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at Norseman.com. That's Norsemen.com.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lake Mills comes into tonight's first-round contest with an overall record of 6 wins and 2 losses. They finished in District A, Region 2, in 3rd place with a 4-2 record. In their last 5 games, they are 3-2, coming off a couple losses to some of the top teams in Class A, those being the Eagles of West Hancock. That was a 41-0 loss in Britt. And then a home loss to the number 1 team in Class A, the St. Ansgar Saints, 31-6. The 3 prior matches were all wins. 50-13 win versus West Fork, a 20-12 victory in Armstrong against North Union, and then a home shutout against Belmont Clemmy, 41-0. On the home end, the Huskies come into tonight's contest with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses. They also finished in district play with a record of 4-2. Their district was District 3. They did win a 3-way tiebreaker for the second place finish, but they're struggling just a little bit. They're 2-3 over their last 5, but they have come against some good teams. The 3 losses: home loss to St. Ansgar, 28-6. 22-14 loss here at home against South Winneshiek, and a loss at home against Wapsie Valley, 32-6. Wapsie winning the district, District 3 for Class A. Coach, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think you got 2 very evenly matched teams, 2 teams that run the ball very effectively. In fact, their rushing stats, team-wise, are very similar. Both have over 2,000 yards as a team. And so, 2 common opponents. Both teams beat Ackley, Geneva Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock, and both teams lost to St. Ansgar. So I just think it's 2 very evenly matched teams. And, it's playoff time. It's tournament time. And so I think the team that makes, in any game, I guess, makes the least amount of mistakes. But, we got to take care of the football. We've had some issues, against those good teams, St. Ansgar and West Hancock. We had opportunities to score more, but had some turnovers there. So we can't do that tonight. And Nashua's a good football team. And one thing we haven't talked a lot about recently is, the special teams. And, hopefully we can maybe – if we need to shore those up, but maybe make those be a difference tonight, and you got to try and find an advantage at some point or some place in the game.
Yeah, the should be a good one. Both these teams have 2 common games against AGWSR and St. Ansgar. I mentioned the 2 St. Ansgar games. Both were home matches for these 2 squads. Both ended up in losses for them, as the Saints are undefeated. And then the other common game is at AGWSR. Both teams played in Ackley, and both teams won. Lake Mills match way back in week 1. Fortunately, that wasn't streamed because we had so many issues, but Lake Mills with a 14-7 win in Ackley, and for the Huskies, it was a 42-7 victory a little later in the season, so can't really take those scores and have too much weight on them. because they happened at different times and weather situations and all that.
That was a long time ago, and the Bulldogs, they've played, I think, consistent football for just about the whole season. I think Nashua had a little bit of a hiccup there against Southwind. I think that was an upset there, and they do have an injury to number 5 Eli Kalinoff, sophomore. Looks like he's got an ankle issue, and I know he was a starting linebacker for him a good portion of the season. So Lake Mills is healthy. Nash had an ankle injury. It kept him out of the second half last week, but I went out to practice on Wednesday, and he was moving good. And he was moving good in warm up. So I think we're as healthy as we can be this time of year, and which is very significant. So so in good shape.
Yeah, it should be. You mentioned how similar these two teams are. Not a whole lot of passing yards. Only 327 on the season for the Bulldogs on 48 attempts, 2 touchdowns for the Huskies. 20 more attempts with 68, 529 in yardage, 7 touchdowns. So a considerable amount more touchdowns, but it's the running game where this game is going to be decided. Lake Mills has 335 rushing attempts for 2,039 yards. That is good for 6.1 yards per carry and 25 scores. The Huskies with 350 rushing attempts, so about a dozen more or so. 2,170 yards, 6.2 yards per carry. Very similar, but a few fewer touchdowns at 21.
Yeah, so what you'll see from Nashua-Plainfield, they'll run a wing T formation, and Titus Evans is their leading ball carrier, number 12, and kind of uncharacteristic fullback. He's 6'3", but he's a very good athlete. I've watched him on the wrestling mat the last few years as well, and he'll also line up on the edge on defense. So, and then they complement him with number 33, Aiden. Trying to get his name right.
Gellner.
Aiden Gellner, and he's more of a slasher, a little quicker type back. So, we're going to have to take care of that fullback trap. We're going to have to take care of their sweeps, and if we can get them into throwing the football, then should be in good shape. But as Josiah mentioned, this game will come down to running the football and who can do it probably more effectively.
Well, the scoreboard says 8 minutes, and the teams are lining up. So we're going to take a 2-minute break. Well, let's call it 3-minute break. And when we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the opening kickoff here from Nashua. You're listening to Lake Mills Football on KIOW and streaming live on KIOW.com.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills or at singlestathardware.com.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norsemen to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson, locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
DuraClean by Doug of Lake Mills, your full-service home and office care specialist for deep cleaning of carpet, upholstery and drapes, air duct cleaning, sanitizing, and allergy and asthma relief. It's not clean unless it's DuraClean. Good luck, athletes, from DuraClean by Doug. Consolidated Energy offers reliable service, competitive pricing, and contracting advantages for propane and diesel in Lake Mills, Forest City, Buffalo Center, and Maple Island, Minnesota. Call 800-590-4206 and schedule a delivery today. Good luck, athletes, from Consolidated Energy.
Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills has immediate openings for second shift machinists. Join the third generation family owned company with excellent benefits, flexible scheduling, and job stability. Good luck to our area athletes from Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills.
At Lake Mills Physical Therapy, we strive to keep our athletes in the game. Don't let your injury sideline you from getting back to your life dreams and goals. Call 641-592-3500 to schedule your appointment today. Lake Mills Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of area athletes.
Lake Mills Motorsports is your full-service Polaris dealer, specializing in Polaris Ranger ATVs and Polaris snowmobiles. Check out the full line of power sports equipment, clothing, accessories, and winter gear now at Lake Mills Motorsports in Lake Mills.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. At Stendrud Insurance, we offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank, proudly serving northern Iowa and southern Minnesota with 10 locations. MBT Bank brings you the latest in banking technology with that local community connection. Learn more about MBT Bank online at mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You'll still find good old-fashioned service at Dave's Auto in Lake Mills. From gas, tires, towing, or car repairs, Joe and his staff have you covered. Good luck to our area athletes from Dave's Auto Service in Lake Mills, a full-service gas station providing you and your car service to remember.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nashua, Iowa. Josiah Cleveland here with you, alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. The anthem is over. The teams are taking their respective sidelines, and we are about ready to get started here for some playoff action in Class A. Let's run through the starting lineups here. First for the Lake Mills Bulldogs, starting offense at left tackle is Lance Helming. Left guard is Brody Lawson. At center, Aiden Stentrud. Right guard will be Wyatt Hanna. At right tackle, Chase Gatsky. The A-back is Logan Bacon. Another A-back, Landon Price. The B-back is Bo Kaufman. The X, Garrett Ham. And Nash Delger. And the quarterback is Hayden Helgeson. Coach? Yeah. Want to do the defense? Or
Want me to do the defense? Sure.
Yep.
So on defense, we got defensive end Lance Helming. I think he's got 10 or 11 tackles for losses this year. The other D end is Aiden Sinsrud, and he has, I think, 14. So 2 great bookends there. Defensive tackle Chase Getsky. The other DT is Wyatt Hanna. Linebacker tonight will be Josiah Keldall. Other linebacker Bo Kaufman. And the third linebacker is Garrett Ham. Logan Bacon will be one of the safeties along with Landon Price. And then the 2 corners are Alex Manis and Nash Delger.
For the Huskies, the quarterback is Tucker Franzen, with halfbacks Aiden Gellner and Titus Evans is the fullback. We've talked about them already. I'm sure we will mention them quite often this evening. The wideback is Hayden Munn, tight end Devin Blanchard. Receiver is Trey Guys. Left tackle is Trent Roderick. Left guard, Dylan Blanchard. Center is Aiden Sullivan. Right guard, Tate White. And the right tackle is Isaac Jones.
On the defensive side, one of the D linemen is Aiden Sullivan. Another D lineman is Dylan Blanchard. Another D lineman is Isaac Jones. The linebackers are Titus Evans, Tyler Zimmer, Tate White, and Jackson Carey, along with Devin Blanchard. So a little bit of a 3-5 look there. And then their DBs are Tucker Franzen, Trey Geis, and Matthew Melvin.
Lake Mills has won the toss and elected to receive to start this game.
I want the football. I like that. Set the tone.
Field is in beautiful shape. The weather will not impact play in the least tonight, other than to make it just about a perfect evening for football.
Just kind of noticing that Jackson Carey, number 7, he is starting on defense but not on offense, and he's their third ball carrier in terms of yards and carries. So Hayden Munn is getting the start there. So yes, Bulldogs are getting the ball. Here we go.
Thank you again to Norseman Trucking for sponsoring this evening's pregame show and have been sponsoring it all season long. So thank you to them. Cannot do this without their support.
So deep are, looks like Alex Manis and Landon Price. They're at about the 15-yard line. Let's get our hands on that thing. Good
Tate
kick.
White kicks it off.
Yep, there we go.
Received at the 20. Now moving to his right is Manis, and will be chopped down at the 31-yard line. That's where Lake Mills will start off tonight's contest. Return of about 11 yards, and here come the Bulldogs offense.
Yep, about a 15-yard return. Bulldogs will start in the backfield with Bacon, Manis, Bacon, Price, and Kaufman.
Bacon in motion, pre-snap movement.
Yep.
And we'll see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be neutral zone infraction, and that is a neutral zone infraction on the Huskies. So free 5 yards before a run, play from scrimmage is even run. That'll make it first down and 5 yards. I couldn't quite tell what number that was. It looked like a tackle.
Number 53 came in there just a little bit early. Amped up for the playoffs.
That is Aiden Sullivan. He is the D lineman. Fake pitch to the right. We're going to throw it on first down. It's a little overthrown as Helgeson was hit. So we've been talking about the run game, and last week Lake Mills did throw it a little more often than we've been used to seeing, and they go back to the pass game on the first play of the game, and it's incomplete, just a little too long. Second down and 5.
I mentioned that 3-5. It's basically 5 men on the line of scrimmage. They have a man over our center, and you see they're up on the line, so it's a 5-3 right here.
Bacon moving to the right. Handoff will go up the middle, and it will go nowhere as Sullivan is in on the tackle along with Devin Blanchard. The ball carrier was Bo Kaufman. It'll go for a gain of nothing. Third down and 5. Half minute gone here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, Nashua did a great job there. There just wasn't much there. And
Keldall lined up on the near side, 2 receivers on the right. Kaufman in the backfield. Going back, looking to throw on the right. He's got his man. It's caught. First down. That is Logan Bacon. 7 or 8 yards. That'll move the chains. Ball is spotted at the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1st and 10.
Yep, that's good to see. Good ball by Hayden right out of the gate here and pick up the initial first down of the game. So they're in the 5-men front. Evans is lined up to the wide side.
Bacon in motion. They'll pitch it out to him on the right. He's trying to get the edge, and he will be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about
6, 7,
5. The near official has it right at the 49, so about a 5-yard gain on first down. 2nd and 5 now.
So far, we're doing what we want. You know, we're staying ahead of schedule. And a lot of space out here for Josiah Keldall on their corner.
Price in motion. They'll give it off to Kaufman up the middle off the left side of the guard for about 3 or so. Looks like 3rd down and about 3 yards left. Cross midfield at the 48 of the Huskies. Single receiver on the right side, handoff up the gut,
down.
And he got it. First down for Bo Kaufman.
A little more space that time on the triple option read there, and Hayden just gave it off and picked up about 4.
Ball is marked at the 44 of the Huskies. So drive that started on the Lake Mills 30 has moved about 30 yards. New set of downs here as Bacon is in motion on the right, dropping back to pass. He's got a man behind him. The ball is out. It's on the ground. And is it recovered?
I think it is by Nashua.
Nashua picks up the fumble, a strip sack for the Huskies. They'll pick it up at about midfield as it went towards the Lake Mills sideline on the far end of the field. So there's another fumble and turnover, something that's been hurting the Bulldogs the last few weeks.
Yeah, and that was Titus Evans, number 12. He came off the edge basically free. So miscommunication on the offensive line there and hit Hayden just as he was trying to deliver that football. So turnover in favor of Nashua. Here they're in their wing tee. Fullback trap. Nice job. Nice job.
Only a 1-yard carry up the middle, chopped down at the knees. Evans on the carry, Hannah with the tackle for Lake Mills. It'll be just about 2nd and 10, give him a half yard.
So it's just that quick hit and trap to the fullback, just pull the guard. The center blocks backside, and it's just trying to find a quick seam in there. So Bulldogs did a great job by the D-line taking care of that. They're coming off tackle. Good job, good job. Turned it inside.
Aiden Gellner with the carry off the right side.
I didn't see who brought him down. Did anybody?
I did not. Might have just announced it and we were talking. So.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, only about a 2-yard carry. So 3rd and 7 just across midfield at the Lake Mills 49.
So in passing situations here, Nashua likes to maybe sprint out and try and flood an area. So they got the wide side to the left. That's the quarterback's tough side to throw the ball, but we'll see.
Pre-snap movement on the Bulldogs. That'll be a neutral zone infraction, 5 free yards. For the Huskies will make it 3rd down and short now, about 3rd and 2. They had Malvin out wide. He was the only receiver out on the right side of the offense.
Yep, so the interior lineman for Lake Mills, listen to the sound rather than watching the man in front of him or the ball. Quarterback
center
sneak.
now, a sneak up the middle.
I think he's got it.
Marked at the 39, or 41 rather. And it is a first down. For Nashua-Plainfield. So at the 42 is where they're going to spot it. It'll be 1st and 10. Met with a short field off the turnover. They've got the ball for the first time. 7:40 left in the first quarter. Handoff the middle. And spun down after getting to the second and maybe third level by the Bulldogs across the 30. First down run. That was Aiden Gellner.
Picked up all of 10 yards on that one.
Another first down.
Yep, nice gain on first down.
For Nashua. Officials timeout. They're going to send Bo Kaufman off.
Must either have an equipment issue or maybe a little blood on a jersey or looks like blood on an arm.
So coaches will get that patched up so they can rush him back out there.
Yep, Brian Budak's right on top of it.
Under center, handoff up the middle, and Lakes Churning will get another solid chunk across the 25 down to the 24-yard line of Lake Mills. So approaching red zone territory. It'll be 2nd and 5, gain of 5 yards for the Huskies on first.
Looks like Bo Kaufman's back in.
Single receiver to the right, bunch formation.
Lead
and
play
they
off
will
tackle.
hand it off. Massive bodies in the middle, and finally the whistle will blow as Evans will get to the 20.
That's one of their other favorite plays there. They just run that to the strength. The halfback just leads and just a quick reverse out and give it to the fullback. Another staple play of the wing T offense.
So 3rd and 1, right at the 20-yard line.
Certainly in 4-down territory.
Yep. Trap.
Off the outside is Evans. He's trying to get the corner. He's tripped up and he extends it, and he'll have the first down on the extension. He only needed to get to the 19, and he gets to the 17-yard line as he is forced out of bounds, but extends with that right arm to grab a first down.
Interior of the D-line did a great job. He had to bounce it, and we were just late getting there on the edge.
1st and 10 for the Huskies from the 17. 6:08 left in the first quarter. This is the first possession for the Huskies, and they'll give a sweep off to the left side, and brought down by Landon Price after a minimal gain of 1 yard.
You know, Nash did not make that play, or the tackle, but he made the play. He came up from his corner spot, took on the pulling guard in terms of keeping himself to the outside and forced it back into Landon Price, who was the safety, and he came up and filled that. That's how you play that play.
It's a good defensive stop there on first down. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. This time it's going to be a pass, first time of the evening. In coverage, it's caught in the end zone. Great throw. And with an indicator of you're too small is the receiver. The receiver is number 3. That is Devin Blanchard with a 16-yard reception for the touchdown.
That was a great throw.
Really good throw. Huskies will strike first. It is 6-0. And something I don't know if we touched on, Huskies have not attempted a PAT all year, so they will go for 2 just about every time. It's going to be a draw up the middle with the quarterback. Cuts back inside. He will not get there. The ball came out late, and Gellner picked it up and expected it to be called a successful challenge, but the fumble was fumbled forward anyways. Unsuccessful try, so with 5:28 left in the first quarter, the Huskies strike first and lead 6-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back for the kickoff here from Nashua. You're listening to Lake Mills football on KIOW.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
Welcome back to Nashua, Iowa, Nashua-Plainfield High School for Class A first-round playoff action. Lake Mills about to receive the kickoff after the Huskies drove, what was it? What did you say?
53.
53-yard touchdown after the strip sack for Evans.
Official statistician Jim Schobrock on that.
There is no official about my statistics.
But there you go. Gave him half a field on a turnover, and against good football teams, we can't turn the ball over and give them a short field. So see if we can bounce back on this drive.
Tate White with the kick, and we've got a whistle.
Offsides.
The other thing I thought that was well played on Nashua's part is that pass was completely unexpected.
Yeah, that was
caught us off guard. Not that the guys weren't in good position, but just they've been running the ball so well.
Yeah, Lennon Price wasn't in bad position. He was beat, but not by much. And
no,
quarterback put it right.
Great throw,
hands.
first pass of the evening for them, and he put it right there.
Well, and a great catch too. It wasn't an easy catch, but. So this will help. So we should get some decent field position here.
Moving back for the kick after the Huskies were offside. Now kicking off from the 35-yard line, which is where they do in the NFL. So Evans again, Tate White again will kick it off. This time Huskies are clean and returned at the 25 up to the 35 now, trying to get to the outside and getting a little bit of space until he's pushed out of bounds and then taken down late. No flag on the play. Good return for the Bulldogs as they will start near their own 45-yard line at the 43.
5:20 left in the first quarter of play.
See if the Bulldogs can respond here on this drive. Got Garrett Ham in tight here on the left side.
Some motion pre-snap and another neutral zone, I believe.
Yep.
Unless they say there was movement first on Lake Mills, but
and I did notice. I did notice when I was watching. I watched 3 or 4 of Nashville's games, and this is a little bit of a pattern.
They try to cheat a little bit.
Well, if teams go on 2. A couple of games I saw, they struggled with their offsides penalties. So, obviously, Coach Kurt saw the same thing, and that's 2 now. So,
yep, and both before the Bulldogs can even start their drive. So, 1st and 5, another neutral zone infraction. That'll result in a automatic first down, as it will be another 5-yard penalty. That was number 12, Titus Evans, and honestly, he took a half step forward and he was offside. He was lined up right there.
So if you're at home and you're wondering why, there's no contact in the NFL,
it's a free
in high
play.
school you just step in the neutral zone, it's over, so you don't have to touch.
And this play is off. It'll be a handoff up the middle, pushing forward, using his leg strength is Kaufman, as he'll fall down to the 42 of Nashua, make it the 43.
Nice gain, Bo.
Yep. Didn't look like there was much there, but once they get out of the pile, it was a pickup of just about 5. So
We'll mark it for 4, 2nd and 6. One receiver on the far right, one on the tight left. Handoff up the middle again for Kaufman. A few more yards here. It'll be 3rd and about 3. Looks like it's marked at the
38?
I was about to say 38. The official had the ball inside nearly the defensive huddle and brought it back.
So once again, we would be in, if we don't get the first down here, be in 4-down territory at the 38.
Now one receiver, handoff up the middle, and nowhere to go.
Tate White made a nice play, came
He
off
sure
the block
did.
there and stuffed us for no gain.
Kaufman with no gain, 4th and 3 at the 38 of Nashua.
So White's their inside backer there, and we did not get a body on him, I don't believe.
Anything you like in this situation, Coach Burns? You want to
Well,
go wide, get a rocket?
I think so. Try and get it in the hands of your best players here.
Bacon will be in motion, and pre-snap.
False start.
That'll take the Bulldogs back 5 yards. Crucial 5-yard penalty, 4th and 8. As it'll be brought back to the 43.
Guess I didn't see. Was it a offensive lineman that went early?
Can't identify.
Couldn't tell. So, yeah, that changes things. And, if we don't get it here, then there they go again with some good field position. So.
6 penalty of the ball game, 4 on Nashua and 2 on Lake Mills.
And we have 3:24 left in the first. Price is in motion, looking to pass, and connecting. No, it's incomplete. Looking for Bacon on the wheel to the left side. It was in the air. Couldn't tell if he caught it as his number was right to us. His back was to us, but it does squirt out of his hands for an incomplete pass, and the Huskies will take over from their own 44 on the turnover on downs.
I like seeing Hayden try and get that a little bit closer to the sideline. He did have a step, but Logan had to try and go back into it, and the DB got his hand in there. Nice play by the Nashua DB.
First play is a pass. It's a quick
screen.
pass to the left side with Evans. He almost stumbles. He's across the 30. Ball is out, and it is picked up by the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have recovered a fumble. Huge play as he was down inside the 20-yard line, and Lake Mills will pick it up.
So I don't know if that was Bacon again that knocked it out, but yeah, they had a huge gain and
36 yards.
Very nice setup. Had a lineman out on Logan Bacon to start, and that's what sprung Evans. And I think maybe Logan might have got him from behind. But
let's see.
I have not seen an indication.
It was Bacon.
Okay.
It was.
Holding on the offense, that penalty will be
So it
declined.
wouldn't have counted anyway, but we'll take the football.
Logan Bacon was the guy who came from behind and punched it out.
Well done.
He's done that a couple times this year.
Yeah. Did not.
And last year, too.
Did we see who recovered it?
Landon Price.
Landon Price with the recovery.
Number 4.
Johnny on the spot.
Just outside the 10-yard line.
We really haven't been able to get our pitch phase going in the offense like we talk a lot about, and that's where we have our big plays. So just kind of adjusting to what they're doing defensively. So they got those D ends pretty wide.
Single
They're outside
receiver,
backers.
right and left, motion in the backfield, handoff up the middle. And now it's on the right side for a couple.
Hayden Helgeson kept it.
As we are under 3 minutes here in the opening quarter from Nashua-Plainfield. Class A first-round playoff action here. Josiah Cleveland with you alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. 2nd and 7 is what they're going to call it from the 13 of Lake Mills. Pitch outside with Manis. He's trying to put a stiff arm down, and there's a penalty thrown in that area of the stiff arm. We'll see what the call is. Not a whole lot on the gain from Manis. Penalty pending.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go our way. Did Alex grab his face mask?
Well, that's what I was wondering. There looked like there was some discussion.
Still have not indicated, as the flag is still sitting on the 15-yard line. Now the officials will discuss.
Holding. Might have been on Landon Price. He was out there as the A-back on that side. So
the Huskies will accept that penalty, and the ball will be taken back inside the 10 down to the Where are they marking that? Where's that at?
It's about this 7.
7-yard line. Second and long, screen pass to the right with Delger. He breaks one tackle, dives forward across the 10, down to the 12. So
yeah, decent gain. Picked up about, 6?
5 or 6.
So 3rd and 9.
Coverage by number 3, Devin Blanchard.
Couple substitutions. Manis coming out. Keldall coming in for the Bulldogs as they will break the huddle with 17 on the play clock, 1:50 on the game clock in the first quarter. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Single back, running back in the backfield. It's going to be another pass for Helgeson. Escapes some pressure. Now looks, cuts upfield. He still has the football and he's swung down at the 20-yard line. 4th and short.
It'll be close.
The first down marker is at the 21. And they're going to spot it right at the 20. So it is 4th and 1.
Tough decision here. But
can't go for it here.
We are, but maybe we're just going to try and get him to jump off sides. But
not a bad idea with how they've been doing it today already. So they will line up, single receiver on the right and left, and they will sneak it with Helgeson, and he will have the yardage as he is up to the 24.
I stand corrected. You can go for it there.
Yep, it's a gamble, but when you have a short yard like that, or most of the time quarterback sneaks.
Yeah, the old tush push there.
Yep.
First and 10.
The thing you worry about there is they do have a nose or a man over our center, and sometimes that can cause issues. But we just, we've done some good things, but we haven't had that big play yet from our run game yet.
So first down, Bacon will be in motion, and they will hand it off up the middle on the fake pitch. Being pushed back is Kaufman, and they're going to say he got maybe 1. About 1 yard on the carry. Husky defense not biting there on the fake pitch.
Well, that looked like our 44 belly there where we blocked down and tried to kick out, but Nashua's doing a good job up front.
There's about 15 seconds left on the game clock, 17 on the play clock, so Lake Mills does not have to run a play if they decide they don't want to. Bacon will be in motion. They will run a play. Pitch out to Bacon on the right side. Tries to get to the outside, and he will not. He will be taken down for a loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 11 when we come back from the break as the quarter has come to a close. 12 minutes in the books. And off of a fumble for the Bulldogs, the Huskies drive down and take the lead on a touchdown. It is 6-0. We'll be back here in 1 minute on KIOW.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norsemen to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School in Nashua, Iowa. Josiah Cleveland here on site alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. The teams are flipping the field here as quarter number 2 is about to start. Bulldogs with the football on their own 30-yard line, and it is going to be, I believe, 3rd and 11. They still have it 3rd and 9 on the scoreboard. Now they mark it down to the 23. I was mistaken. Ball's at the 23 for 3rd down and 11. First down marker is at the 34.
So tough task here, 3rd and 11. You don't want to turn the ball over here deep in your own territory.
Manis in motion on the outside looking to pass. Now moving to his left is Helgeson. He will throw deep. He has a receiver.
Yeah,
it's
nice
Garrett Ham, and he comes down with the football. Great play. Good catch there for him as he's across the 50 down to the 47-yard line of the Huskies. Huge play there for Lake Mills.
Yeah, Hayden bought himself a lot of time. There was originally it was blocked very well up front, and then he kind of slid out to the left, and that was a really nice throw. Really nice throw.
Just about a gain of 30.
Nice, gain of 30.
So 1st and 10, 3 receivers looking to pass again on the slants. And that one off target, a little in front of him and low. Intended receiver was Alex Manis. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10. So we're seeing a lot more passing as we did last week from the Bulldogs. A little uncharacteristic still. Not really used to it after seeing 7 weeks of rush-heavy offense.
Absolutely. So I think, Coach Kurtz is looking at, well, what's maybe the defense giving us and going accordingly.
Manis in motion. A pitch outside to Bacon. Spins out of 1, out of 2, and will get back to the line of scrimmage. Half-yard gain. Bacon, good job getting something positive. He had a guy in the backfield that would have resulted in at least 3-yard loss had he made the tackle. Able to spin out of 1 and another and get about 1 on that play. So 3rd and 9 here from the 46.
Yeah, Titus Evans is a really good football player. He's the one that was right there, and Hayden had to get rid of it and got something out of nothing. There they go again.
More movement up in the middle for Nashua. That is number 60. 3rd neutral zone infraction. Dylan Blanchard is the guilty party. He had the touchdown, or excuse me, that was Devin Blanchard.
Yep.
Different Blanchard.
Yes.
Dylan Blanchard is a guilty party here, so
guess what? He's coming. He's coming off the. He's coming off to the sideline.
I bet he is.
And nobody is talking to him, and he doesn't want to talk to anybody either.
3rd and 4 now from the 41. Single receiver right and left. Up the middle, met right away is Kaufman. Loss of at least 1, maybe 2. Nothing up the middle is working right now as this inside the defensive line here for Nashua is stuffing it.
Here's something to look at. Tate White, number 51, who's their best defensive player. I did see he was getting his ankle rewrapped before the game, and he just hobbled off, and he's in a little bit of pain. So
Blanchard does come back on the field for 4th and 6. 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs, and whistle will blow. Lake Mills using their first timeout with 10:04 left in the first half.
They might want to talk about this, maybe rethink if we want to punt or not, and maybe flip some field position here. See what coaches want to do.
It's really odd and really unofficial, but we've doubled up the number of offensive plays. We've controlled the time of possession. So
I think I would punt it here, try and pin them down maybe inside the 10 and.
Yeah, you don't want to give them the football back here. Both of their drives have started past their own 40.
Yeah.
And they scored on one of those. The other one, the turnover on that screen pass that, again, wouldn't have counted. But
kind of a flex-bone philosophy is if it's 4th and 4 or less, go for it, But
it'd be 6 in this case.
Yeah. Tough call here. We saw them go for it earlier on this drive. It was a 4th and 1 inside at just about Lake Mills' own 20-yard line, and the quarterback snuck it for a few yards. They needed 1. They got 3.
51's back out there, and looks like we are going to stay out there with the offense. So would you say 4th and 6?
4th and 6 from the 43 of Nashua. Ham out to the left. 4 receivers. 1 back, looking back to pass straight back, and throwing. It's caught by Bacon. He's got the first down, and across up to the close to the 30 at the 30. That was just a quick up and out for Bacon.
13-yard pass play. Well done.
Yep, you have Bacon on Evans, and I know Evans is a really good football player, but in terms of speed-wise there, we got a little bit of an advantage there, and he was able to get out in the flat and turn it up. So just got to get this ground game going.
Bulldogs driving now at the 30-yard line of the Huskies. Here's a run up the middle, falling forward for about 5. One of the better runs of the evening so far for Kaufman, as he will get up. Now it's 25-yard lines where they spot it. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
We had a really good push there that time from the O-line, and Almost picked up almost 6.
9:30 to go in the half.
Manis in motion, and now he will reset. He's moving from right to left. Handoff up the middle. Kaufman, not as much this time, trying to push, and whistle will blow about 2 yards on that carry. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
I just like the idea that we're still probing the middle of the field, even though it's been tough sledding.
Yeah.
You're making people play their spots and be disciplined.
It's only 6-0. You don't want to give up on your game plan early in the second quarter. So 3rd and 3 here for Lake Mills. Manis in motion. It'll be a handoff up the middle for a first down. Cross the 20-yard line into the red zone. Go the Bulldogs. Kaufman with another first down rush, and this drive will continue.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of space there on that triple option there. So, yep, nice game or nice pickup there.
Yeah, 5 yards, right when you needed it.
Ball
19.
Spot at the 18-yard line.
Got to put it in here.
Price is in motion now. They will give it up the middle again. Patient running.
Yeah, nice cut.
And Kaufman will get another 5 yards. Had he committed right away, he would have run into a couple defensive linemen. He waited a second and finds 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards. Again, chunking it up.
Good job, offensive line. Way to hold your blocks.
Going quick, 77 just getting off the field for Nashua. Another handoff up the middle, not as much this time. And we will have a 3rd and about 3 coming up. Nashua fans wanting a late hit.
Well, that's Aiden Stensrud blocking until the whistle, so absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Spoiler, they did not get the call.
Yeah,
so.
it's about the 4th time I've seen Aiden put a guy in his back, so...
3rd and 3, Ham on the near end. Single receiver on the far. Handoff up the middle. Trucking and getting
Very close. Very close.
He's marked inside the 10 here.
That's going to be awfully close. Going to measure?
It says 4th down. The down marker has 4, and they will stop the clock to measure. It's very close. The near side official was well at the 9-yard line. The drive started at the 19, so
this drive's been a lot of
really
Bo Kaufman.
close.
A lot of Bo Kaufman.
And what's unique about that is we started the game trying to run it up the middle and having little success. This drive has been heavy fullback.
So
I think what's given us some problems trying to get to the edge is they're in that 3-5, which means they do have 5 linebackers, but then sometimes they walk those outside linebackers up on the edge, and Titus Evans is one of those guys, and he's a good football player. He's long and short.
Yep.
Short by about
4
a
inches.
foot. 4th and inches is the call. So now they're going to remeasure. Actually, they measured close to the
Just resetting the ball back to the original spot using the chains. Yep.
And
So, Coach, you running a quarterback sneak here?
Absolutely. So the offensive linemen need to cut their splits down, and then everybody will just step inside. Everybody's got to step inside. And
let's go line.
Yeah.
There's the sneak, and
yes.
Oh,
there's
keep going.
the
Why'd they
gain.
blow the whistle?
They blew it way early. He was still moving. He was getting a push from his line, and you can see the body language of the Lake Mills coaching staff. They are not happy, as inside the 5 was where Helgeson was the quarterback on the sneak. He still had the football. He was still moving toward the goal line, and the whistle blew.
Yeah, that cost us 2 or 3 yards there.
They will mark it at the 7. So it is 1st and goal, but it could be 1st and goal from the 5.
So now we're going trips here. We're widening out number 12.
Under center, handoff,
There we go.
off
Go,
tackle.
go.
Great
Kaufman's
run,
in.
bro.
I like it.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike for the first time this evening on a 7-yard rushing touchdown from none other than their bell cow, Bo Kaufman. It's 6-6. We'll see what Coach Kurtz wants to do here. Lake Mills has attempted 11-point after attempts this season, making 8 of them. On the 2-point conversion, they are 11 for What was it? What I put down here? 11 for.
So see how we're taking 12 out of the box here? We might run the same play. Oh.
They will throw. It's going to be intercepted. And the conversion is no good. So they did decide to go for it. They did not run it. They decided to throw it on the right end. It is no good. But the touchdown by Kaufman will tie us up here at 6 apiece with 6:32 left. When we come back, we'll have another kickoff here from Nashua-Plainfield. You're listening to Lake Mills Football on KIOW.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson, locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes, from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School. Josiah Cleveland alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday evening. It's a nice day. Right about 55 degrees. It was 68, 69, the high in the North Iowa area. Does not feel like October, but I will take it. We got a 6-6 ball game here after the 7-yard rushing touchdown for Kaufman, and Delger will kick it off for the Bulldogs. Received at the 19, moving to the right is Nashua. He'll be undercut at the 32. Good tackle there. He had some space.
Yep, good job there. Good kick, a little bit of a line drive, but he got it deep enough and held him to about a 10-yard gain. So
Nashua will be running their 11th play from scrimmage in this first half with 6:27 to go.
And they got a little farther of a field to operate here. So
yeah, they started their prior 2 drives just past their 40 and blown up in the backfield. They handed off up the middle, coming off the left edge or right edge, defensive right edge.
Josiah
is Josiah Keldall. He absolutely blew it up in the backfield for a loss. They're going to mark it as no gain.
That's a good spot for them.
Very good spot. It looked like he didn't even get close to the line of scrimmage. Did you see who that carrier was? Was it Evans
33.
or?
It was 33.
So it was Gellner then. Gellner was the ball carrier. Got nowhere. So second down, 10 yards to go with 5:51 left in the half. This will be a handoff again to Gellner on the right side.
Nowhere
He's
to
in
go.
the backfield. This one
go.
will be a loss.
Keldall
again making his presence felt here early in this drive. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Nashua-Plainfield Huskies.
Yep, so Joselda's playing a little bit different position this week. He's up on the line of scrimmage, and he's lining up on the strong side, which means he's lining up on where the tight end and the wing back are, and he has no responsibilities. He's just coming. Blow up whatever he sees, whether it's a pulling guard or, in that case, the ball carrier, and great job. Let's keep everything in front of us. Watch for screen, toss here.
3rd and long.
Yep,
It'll be a fake play action here. Now they will throw to the right side.
Nice,
Push.
nice.
The pass is incomplete. Looking for Titus Evans. Had he caught it, he would have had no chance of getting the first down, as he would have caught it right at the where the it would have been 4th and 10 or so. So
that was that flood concept. Evans came out of the fullback spot, and he's right there at the line of scrimmage, and then the tight end's dragging at about 10, and the wing back's a little bit deeper, and there's defended very well.
Yeah, nice pass coverage, Logan Bacon. Well done.
Landon Price back to receive. It's
Oh,
a
they got
fake.
fake.
They're trying to go up the middle, and they hit
No,
nowhere close. They
no.
did not get close at all. Questionable decision for the Huskies as they go with a fake. There wasn't really any pressure from the rush of the Bulldogs, and just tucking it and deciding to run was the punter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought there was a little pressure. I didn't think it was going to get blocked. But like I told you guys before we came on, we did think we could get to him, and yeah, that was a bad decision.
There was
14
pressure.
yards.
It was not enough pressure.
Right.
So he gets back to the 35-yard line. So a short field for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. They give it off to Kaufman, and he will get maybe a half yard to the 34. Not a whole lot there up the middle.
Tate White making that play. He's a good football player in there at linebacker. So we're just, sometimes we're just not getting to that next level in terms of trying to get to those linebackers.
4:35 and the clock running to halftime.
2nd and 9. Motion and pitching it back.
Here we go.
To
We got
Bacon.
some
We've
space.
got some space. He's cussing the outside now. Back inside. He's
gone.
a 10, and it's a
Touchdown. Landon Price. Oh, we got
and
a
then we
flag.
got a late penalty. Bacon with the touchdown and a late penalty flag after the play was over.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul, I believe.
I don't know.
Officials are discussing. Penalty markers down at the 3.
Yeah, he was definitely across the goal line.
It's a hold. The call is a touchdown. It is after the play. Personal foul. I saw hold. I don't know why I saw hold. Personal foul. They're similar from this distance. Can't blame my 4 eyes here. So what was that, Jim?
35-yard run.
35-yard run on the pitch
Would be a
outside to
15-yard
Bacon.
penalty assessed on the kick.
They're talking about it. I guess I'm not sure. Yep. I don't know. Was that for a late hit? Was that?
I don't.
I saw the
a
official
blindside
talk to
block
number
or
8,
something.
so
I'm
I don't know
glad
what
that
happened.
Logan
And
crossed the goal line. And
so we're going to try to kick here.
we are.
Nash Stelger on for a point after. I mentioned after the last touchdown, 8 for 11 on the year with his attempts. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. 13-6 is our score with 4:17 left in this first half. On the fake punt, the Huskies turn it over on downs, and the Bulldogs go 35 yards to score it up and take a 13-6 lead here on the road. We'll come back in 1 minute for the kickoff.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
DuraClean by Doug of Lake Mills, your full-service home and office care specialist for deep cleaning of carpet, upholstery and drapes, air duct cleaning, sanitizing, and allergy and asthma relief. It's not clean unless it's DuraClean. Good luck, athletes, from DuraClean by Doug.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School in Nashua, Iowa. 13-6 is our score. 4:17 left in the first half. Josiah Cleveland alongside Bill Burns and Jim Scholbrock. The Bulldogs will be moving back to kick after the touchdown personal foul called on Lake Mills. So kicking it off from the 25 instead of the 40.
Yeah, we need Nash to get into one here.
Yeah, this is going to maybe flip the field at a really unideal time.
Yep.
Still 4:17, all 3 timeouts left for the Huskies. Here's the kick, and it's a squibber, and number 9 muffs it, and he'll fall down at the 50, maybe 49-yard line.
So, I don't know, 35-yard punt or kickoff. No return.
Landon Folsky, the sophomore, with the recovery.
So, Coach, back to that previous drive, was that a fake punt or was a kid anticipating
I don't
pressure?
think so. I don't think you're...
Okay, it wasn't called from the sideline.
I don't think so.
No,
When you got
okay.
4th and 14 from your own 30.
Very risky. If it was indeed called.
Maybe just emotion got the better of him and decided.
He might have panicked a little bit.
Official timeout here as the side judge will come to the backfield talking. Now coming back to the Huskies coaching staff.
4:05 is on the clock. That's what they're asking for.
So the clock was running after the recovery was made. So they will reset the game clock to 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And that is how much time we have left in the first half. The Huskies, down a touchdown, will take over.
Right at
on their own
midfield.
49 is what they're going to mark it down as. And it'll be a pitch to the outside. This is Gellner.
Good
And
pursuit.
he's pursued.
Good pursuit.
On the right side. Inbounds for maybe 2 yards. Helming on the tackle.
Yeah, great pursuit there. A lot of Bulldogs getting to the ball.
Don't mind Coach Burns and I. We were just discussing the previous penalty, and you can go back on your computer and look at the replay and come to your own conclusions.
Tough call on the Bulldogs there, I think.
We know that the officials have a hard job.
They do.
2nd and 9. Looked like maybe 2, but they're going to mark it as 1. Handoff up the middle. Breaking one tackle and pushing forward
Great
close
run.
to the first down marker at the 42. 41 is where the first down will be, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Evans did a great job. He just got behind a couple linemen and just kind of stayed right behind him. And timeouts available. They got 3.
We got 2.
Yep.
So we're getting
Use
down there.
the one timeout on the 4th down.
Folks, you might have noticed on tonight's broadcast that we have one scoreboard set up in the southeast corner of the end zone. This is a one-sided facility, if you will, but very nice.
Miss in the backfield and now pushing forward past the first down marker. Almost taken down in the backfield by the Bulldogs, but just squeaking by is Evans for the first down as the clock will stop for the moment at 2:43. Keldall with the tackle, and now the clock will resume. Ball's marked down at the 39-yard line as a substitution comes in for Nashua-Plainfield. That's Matthew Malvin.
2:28 and the clock is running.
It's got huge for the Bulldogs to keep him out of the end zone here right before half.
Nashua does receive the opening kickoff of the second half. The Bulldogs won the toss and elected to receive. Huskies will use their first of 3 timeouts with 2:17 left as this first down approaches.
Good things for the Bulldogs there is that they used 37 seconds off the clock not to run a play. So play clock was getting down to 3, and so Nashua decided they better talk about it and not take a 5-yard penalty. So
Nashua has picked up 10 yards on this, their 4th drive, after going backwards on their 3rd drive. They minus 4 yards. Punter felt some pressure, we believe. Obviously, not a fake punt in that situation.
So the first quarter, I would say, was controlled by Nashua, and then the fake punt turned the tide, and Bulldogs did some good things there.
The fumble recovery helped too.
Yep.
Despite what Mr. Burns says, I do not have official stats, but I can tell you that if we were keeping time of possession, and certainly you could go back and calculate that on your computer, it would be well in favor of the Bulldogs. They've run just about 30% more offensive plays than Nashua-Plainfield has to this point. And boys, let's keep it that way.
It would be great if we could finish this game running 60 to 65 offensive plays.
Timeout comes to a close. Going up to the line of scrimmage are the Huskies. 1st and 10. They will
Play
give it
action.
off. No, it's a play action pass.
Oh,
Fake
look
and
at
met in
that.
the backfield by Bacon. They
Oh, he
blow
blew
the
the whistle.
whistle. They blow the whistle as
Yep.
Titus Evans broke the tackle. So a little bit going on both ends now. Blowing
Yep.
the whistle prematurely on the quarterback sneak on the Bulldogs drive earlier. And here, Evans was never brought to the ground. They ruled his forward progress was stopped as he had 2 Bulldogs on him, but he broke through.
So they give him a loss of 5 on that?
Good
Yep.
5,
Looks
yep.
like it. 5-yard loss was a negative 5-yard pass as they just tried to get a screen to work, which had been working a couple times earlier today.
Logan Bacon was all over that.
Buck
Another
35 left.
Ball!
Ball's on the ground, and he is down. He does get on it. The quarterback with a bad snap, or I don't know if he was ready for the snap.
No,
Looked like
didn't look like it.
Looked like the linemen were ready to go. They
Loss
moved
of
on the
another
snap.
2.
But the quarterback, Tucker Franzen, the senior, was not. So clock moving at 1:10, 3rd and 15 from the Lake Mills 44. 3rd and 17 from Lake Mills 44.
timeout, Nashua.
So here, once again, you got to look for screens. You got to look for, something out in the flat. Just keep everything in front. If they get 8, 10 yards, fine. They're down to 1 timeout, about a minute to go, minute 6. Just keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, interesting. I know that the officials' paramount concern is safety, but a couple times tonight we've had whistles, one for us on a Hayden Elgison run as he approached the 5-yard line and maybe would have got close to the goal line, but again, they're just human beings doing the best they can.
Just, every game, but come playoff time, you got to make sure. And his forward progress was potentially stopped, but he was definitely spinning out of that tackle. And
so just in case you're wondering, with it being 3rd and 17 from the 44, not likely if they get close or if they do get a first down, they get close to the end zone, but time is ticking away. Unlikely the Huskies will kick it. They have not attempted a single kick all year, PAT or field goal. Lake Mills has attempted 1 field goal and now 12-point afters, going 9 for 12 so far. But 3rd and 17 here from the Bulldog 44. Quick snap up the middle, cut down at the 43 by Kaufman.
Coach Kurtz is going to let the clock run.
Kaufman with the tackle. Would be 4th and 13 as we are 50 seconds away from the half. Neither team using the timeout.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run down and take a timeout.
20 on the play clock, 40 on the game clock. Coming up will be the halftime show brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills. So we'll get that to you in a matter of minutes.
I would think Coach Kurtz would go punt safe here, which means don't put anybody back. Don't want to take a chance, mishandling the football. That's one regret had from the last time we were in the playoffs against Southwind in 2020. Tie football game, minute to go. We put, they were punting from the 50, and looking back on it, we should have just had 11 guys stay up, and, we mishandled the ball back there. And,
turned it over?
Turned it over on the return, and they scored with about 30 seconds to go. So,
what was the temperature that night, Coach?
Cold.
As the young man went back to receive that
it wasn't,
that punt.
wasn't what it is right now.
No, this is as good as it gets.
Down to 53 degrees here in Nashua, but
we had wind chills the night that Coach Burns is referring to. Yeah, it was ugly.
So the Huskies use the timeout. They now have no more with 22.7 left in the half. It is 4th down, and they will be back to punt. It was interesting last time. We'll see what happens here.
Absolutely. So Landon Price is not back deep. I mean, he's back, but he's not back deep.
And they will punt it away.
It's
a good punt.
It
Will bounce right at the 10, take a sideways roll down to the 5-yard line with 13 and a half seconds left. I expect Helgeson to just take a knee and send us to halftime
with the lead.
13-6 lead. Yep.
We weren't really coming really hard after that punt, but we weren't too far away from that either. So
tell you what, in the last several drives, the Bulldogs' defense has really stepped up. We have limited their offensive efficiency for sure.
So 1st and 10, and taking a knee is Helgeson, and the clock will run down to 000 as halftime has arrived here in Nashua. We've got a 13-6 game. Lake Mills with a couple of second quarter touchdowns to take the lead going into half. The Huskies will receive the kick when we come back from halftime, but before that, we have our halftime show, and tonight's halftime show, as always, is brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills, where every day is Seed Day. Find out more at storbyseed.com. We'll be back here in 4 minutes. You're listening to Bulldogs Radio on KRW.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Bulldog!
Consolidated Energy offers reliable service, competitive pricing, and contracting advantages for propane and diesel in Lake Mills, Forest City, Buffalo Center, and Maple Island, Minnesota. Call 800-590-4206 and schedule a delivery today. Good luck, athletes from Consolidated Energy.
Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills has immediate openings for second shift machinists. Join the third generation family owned company with excellent benefits, flexible scheduling, and job stability. Good luck to our area athletes from Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills.
At Lake Mills Physical Therapy, we strive to keep our athletes in the game. Don't let your injury sideline you from getting back to your life dreams and goals. Call 641-592-3500 to schedule your appointment today. Lake Mills Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of area athletes.
Lake Mills Motorsports is your full-service Polaris dealer, specializing in Polaris Ranger ATVs and Polaris snowmobiles. Check out the full line of power sports equipment, clothing, accessories, and winter gear now at Lake Mills Motorsports in Lake Mills.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. At Stendrud Insurance, we offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank, proudly serving northern Iowa and southern Minnesota with 10 locations. MBT Bank brings you the latest in banking technology with that local community connection. Learn more about MBT Bank online at mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You'll still find good old-fashioned service at Dave's Auto in Lake Mills. From gas, tires, towing, or car repairs, Joe and his staff have you covered. Good luck to our area athletes from Dave's Auto Service in Lake Mills, a full-service gas station providing you and your car service to remember.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Bulldog!
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norsemen to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School in Nashua, Iowa. Josiah Cleveland with you alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. This is your halftime show brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills. Good half for the Bulldogs. They were down 6-0 after 12 minutes, but used 2 second quarter touchdowns to go into the locker room with a 13-6 lead. Quick scoring breakdown with 5:28 left in the first quarter. Devin Blanchard had a 16-yard touchdown reception on a gorgeous throw from quarterback Tucker Franzen. The two-point attempt was no good, and the Huskies led 6-0 at that point. And then with 6:32 left in the second quarter, Bo Kaufman had one of his better runs of the evening with a 7-yard rushing touchdown. Two-point attempt was intercepted no good on that one. It was a tie game at 6-6, and then just a minute and a half later, 2 minutes later, a 35-yard rushing touchdown on the second play of a drive after what could have been called a fake punt, probably not a fake punt, but a turnover on downs nonetheless gave the Bulldogs the football in short field. They capitalized 35-yard rushing touchdown for Logan Bacon. The point after attempt was good, and that is where we stand at 13-6, Coach.
Just some quick stats from Jim in the first half. So the Bulldogs ran 32 plays compared to Nashua-Plainfield's 21. Lake Mills has 153 total yards. 48 of that is through the air, which is 49, excuse me. And Nashua-Plainfield has 90. And so, the Bulldogs have done what they wanted. They've controlled the clock. They've been able to consistently move the ball. We weren't able to get to the edge other than once for the touchdown, but we figured something out in that second quarter in terms of Bull Kaufman was effective inside the tackles. And then our defense, second quarter, was playing lights out. Several negative plays or tackles for loss, and hopefully we can keep that going. And it'd be nice to obviously get up by 2 scores since we just have a 7-point lead. But great first half for the Bulldogs, and so they should feel good about a lot of things as they're in the locker room right now.
Did a great job of covering any time the Huskies attempted to pass. I thought one thing that stood out for me in the first half was that third drive. Coach referred to us being able to pound it inside, 89 yards. 89 yards, and over half the plays we ran in that first half were on that drive. And Garrett Ham had a big reception there for 30 yards and kept the sticks moving. And, yeah, it was just it was a really good half of football.
Yeah, and kids, if you want to advance, kids got to make plays, and Hayden made a play there and connected with Garrett, which was huge on that drive. And then, like I said, we did a little something different with the 2 receivers. Down at the 7-yard line, 2 receivers, and that slid their best player out of the box. And we were able to run right where he had vacated for that touchdown. So, like I said, keep doing the things that you're doing. Try and correct some of the things that, maybe they didn't do as well as what they had hoped. But just keep playing physical and get to that football on defense. And, I think that second quarter we kind of figured some things out defensively and did a really good job.
Yeah, and we had a motion penalty. Did we have a hold in the first half? Sorry, my memory fails me. But at any rate, that's not been
We did.
And it's not been a drive staller for us. Kids have been able to overcome that. So that goes back to the leadership on your team. And, again, it starts up front. Those linemen, I know I bring them up every week, but they're doing a great job. Absolutely. Our speed guys as well. But
Yep, so Nashua-Plainfield will receive the kickoff, as Josiah mentioned earlier, to start the second half. And Lake Mills will get their choice of which end to defend. No win tonight, so depending if Coach Kurtz wants the clock in the fourth quarter, we might be kicking it west.
Just take an opportunity here with 6 minutes left to go before we resume this football game. Congratulate our band on a great fall, both down at Algona and at State Marching Band Contest. Our volleyball team had a successful campaign. I know they came up short the other night against Central Springs, but well done, girls. Our girls and boys cross-country team have run really well this fall. I know Coach Van Roekel is extremely proud of the young ladies. Doing a good job of getting some personal records. And then our boys had a historic night just last night over in Central Springs again, qualifying for their second state meet and winning that state qualifying meet over Grundy Center by a margin of 13 points. For those of you unfamiliar in cross country, you add up the places of your runners, and those top 5 guys, Justin Rigg, Newt Rogney, Hayden Thompson, I'm going to forget somebody now. I right when I started listing people.
Cade Van Roekel.
Yeah, Cade Van Roekel, Coach Van Roekel's son, sorry, Cade, and Stephen Brandenburg. our top 5 runners, and they just did an excellent job. They have a huge meet coming up next Friday. The Class 1A cross-country meet will run in Fort Dodge. The boys will run just after 3 in the afternoon, I believe, down in Fort Dodge. So good luck to the Bulldogs. We're all cheering for you.
And I'd just like to thank KIOW for this opportunity to broadcast. I know I've done some wrestling in past winters, but obviously this is the first year doing football. And shout out to partners here. Josiah Cleveland does a great job. He's the one that gets here a little earlier than we do and sets everything up and hooks it up with the station back in Forest City, and to Jim Schobrock for coming along. I've really enjoyed it, in terms of calling the games from up here. And the Bulldogs have had a great season, and kudos to the coaches and the players and the parents for supporting all those guys. And, right now I know what they're talking about. They're talking about this game is not over, okay? The coaches are just pounding into it. We got to keep playing hard, got to keep doing what you're doing. And
it's certainly not over. It's a one score ball game, and as you said before, Nashua's going to get the ball back. So I would echo what Bill said about broadcasting, even though my knowledge of football would fit in a thimble compared to Coach Burns and Josiah. Certainly have enjoyed being part of the broadcast.
So the team that loses tonight will take home a Athletic Association banner that you see around local high schools. And then the winners, I believe, then obviously advance to the next round. And if you are to lose in that next round of 16, you are awarded a trophy. In terms of some of the material things that go along with being in the playoffs.
Any other news from around the state, Josiah, you were able to pick up at halftime?
Yeah, I was trying to find some scores from Class A. The only one that's not being updated on the Varsity Bound website, but is on a news site, is Madrid. Looks like they're taking on IKM Manning, leading 35-0 in that one.
They're highly ranked,
and
top
5. They are.
Madrid is good year in, year out.
Yeah, number 4 in the state rankings. They were the winner of their district at 8-0. And some couple scores that are updated here. ACGC and Mount Ayr in ACGC. ACGC is a 8-0 team at number 7 in the state. They're tied at halftime at 0, scoreless.
So that's a 1 versus 4 matchup.
Yep, and another 1 versus 4. Akron Westfield on top at halftime, 21-0 over Tri-Center. And after the first quarter, Wapsie Valley on top of Danville, 19-0. Wapsie winning District 3. And then locally, we've got Forest City down in Iowa Falls. And it is 34-12, a Forest City lead over.
Is there a Belmont-Postville score anywhere?
I can look. I will try to find that for you.
So if you don't know, the teams that didn't qualify for the playoffs, they can play a 9th game against another team that didn't qualify if they want. And so I know Belmont and Postville are playing, and I'm pulling for the Belmont-Clemmy Broncos there to get a win. They've struggled getting wins the last couple of years, and conference school, local school, so it'd be good for them to finish their season on a win.
So, Coach Burns, I was about to ask you if you feel a little more relaxed since you're not the head coach this fall, but based on your reaction in the booth over the games we've done together, I don't know if relaxed is the right word, but maybe after the game, you don't miss washing jerseys and doing things like that?
No, I obviously miss the
people
practices, the people, the relationships, the Friday night competing, being out on the field and the sideline. But, anybody that's coached, it's not easy. There's stress involved. And in a game like football, it's such an emotional game. Sometimes you have to deal with injuries, or sometimes you have to deal with that call that doesn't go your way. And then, And then just the grind on the weekends. You know, it's hours of film, you know, which obviously is a lot easier than it was 20 years ago. You can get on Huddle and you can watch every game that your next opponent has played during the year, and which makes it really nice. But you know, you can spend hours doing that, and so I've missed a lot of it, but there's some things that I haven't. But I've really enjoyed doing this and staying connected to these kids, and you know, since coached those kids for like those seniors for 3 years and juniors for 2 years, so good senior bunch out there, and you know, got a lot of good leadership from those guys, and I know coaches have been happy and with how things have gone this year, obviously. So
yeah, thank you to anybody that coaches youth. You don't do it for the money.
Absolutely. So
as we get close to the start of the second half, a couple more scores that I neglected to announce. 20-6 is the score in West Hancock as the Eagles are on top of Lamar Zagilan at halftime, and then another 1-4 matchup. Starmont and North Butler doing battle, and it's Starmont with a 10-0 lead in the third quarter.
Jim, I see on their video scoreboard that there's an ad for Harrington sweet corn. You ever had any of their sweet corn?
I enjoy sweet corn,
absolutely.
But we are well beyond that.
I know, but Harrington, they sell up in Lake Mills.
That is good stuff, yes.
So, third quarter about started here. Thank you to Sorby Seed and Lake Mills for the halftime show sponsor. As here we go, third quarter underway. Received at the 20, moving over to his right, trying to get to the outside. Penalty flag is thrown in the backfield. Pushed out of bounds is number 2, Trey Guys.
Flag on the play.
Flag is sitting on the 26-yard line.
Yep, I think I saw a block in the back, and so that's going to put him
Usually
back
when
inside
it's
the 20.
thrown in that area, that's going to be coming back, and it is a penalty on the Huskies. Not how they would want to start their second half, I'm sure.
It certainly has. Penalties have come at inopportune times for the Huskies tonight.
That's going to take them back to inside the 15 to about the 12.
So, Coach Burns, when you did review film, did you say they are fairly heavily penalized, or you said there were some false starts or encroachment?
I just noticed that their D-line, they jumped several times. And
I would have to tell you that I'm pretty impressed with our line this year. They've done a great job of being disciplined.
Yep. So, starting from the 11?
Correct.
First and 10. First play from scrimmage, second half. Got some space and a hole. Plugged up quickly by the Bulldogs, going off the left tackle. And go for about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Yep, so just a lead play. No guards pulling, I don't believe, or anything. Just base blocking up front. But like you said, Josiah, there was a little bit of daylight, but we did fill that. Our linebackers did fill it very quickly.
Gelman was the ball carrier for the Huskies. Second down and 7. Some motion in the backfield. They will give it off to the middle.
Fullback.
For
Evans.
About 2 yards up to the 17, 18-yard line. The yard to gain is the 23.
Third and a long 3. Short 4.
Guys is running into the huddle with the play for Nashua-Plainfield. And they will break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Third and 3. And we have whistle motion on the Huskies. The linebackers for the Bulldogs pointed out right away. Bo Kaufman all over it.
Yep, they were going on 2 or a different count, and then their guy moved. And, you know, teams work on that every week in practice. We got to change the count up. We got to go on 2. And
you do not want to go from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 5. There's never a good time for a 5-yard penalty.
In the NFL, those guys can do it 98% of the time on multiple counts. In high school, it's just harder to go on 2.
Have you worked with high school kids, Mr. Burns?
A few years.
Yeah. They're great. They're always good right away.
3rd and 8 after the false start penalty. We'll take them back 5 yards.
We got 2 receivers.
Looking to throw on the right side.
Here.
Nobody's there, and he's going to be brought in the backfield for a sack.
Great job.
Good read. Keldall is in there for the read and swarmed in the backfield by Gatsky, Hanna, and company.
They were trying to get a screen back out here on the left side, and we had sniffed that out. There was all kinds of Bulldogs there, and quarterback did a smart thing there. He did not throw it, and so we're going to get great field position here, and Landon will.
Would you send a lot of pressure here, being backed up?
I think that was the plan, to put pressure on all night long. And
there is some pressure. Yep. They do get the punt off. It'll take a hop at the 40 and take a good Nashua bounce.
Yep, it does.
Bounce at the Nashua 40 and goes all the way to the Lake Mills 35. So about a 25-yard bounce.
Yeah, tough call for Landon there. He played it safe, which is smart. You know, he would have had to come and catch that thing on the run and probably catch it below his knees. And, you know, what I tried to tell our return guys is, you know, if you have to catch it on the run and it's below your knees, then
that's playing
maybe
fire.
Let it go. Maybe let it go. So it's not easy to do back there.
Still not terrible field position, but a good punt there for Nashua as they do flip the field for the most part. First drive of the second half for Lake Mills with 9:25. It'll be a handoff up the middle to Kaufman. He'll get about 3 yards on the carry. Second down and 7.
Took over with 9:55 in the third quarter to go. I wonder if we can just chew up that clock and score again.
Be huge.
Going up 2 scores.
Bulldogs have not punted the football tonight, have we?
We have not.
No, they had the fumble, and then they had the turnover on downs. Right. Under center, Helgeson. Handoff up the middle again. Met right away and falling forward for maybe 1 yard. Across the 40 to the 41-ish. Be 3rd and 4. Kaufman on the carry. Good defense there again.
That was number 52. He's the right defensive tackle, and I think he came free. So if we're not just getting our blocks or missed assignments there, but he came from the backside, I believe. And obviously in triple option football, there's people you're not going to block, but not from the backside.
8:15 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Price in motion. It is a pitch back to Price, little behind him, but he gets it. He has some space on the outside, now cuts inside.
Nice.
He's going to get across the 50 to the 46
Good job, Hayden
of
Helgeson.
the Huskies.
Hayden Helgeson, you know, that guy's breathing right down his neck, right in his face, and that's left-handed pitch. And Hayden's right-handed.
Yep.
That is a skill that's...
A lot of confidence with that.
Yeah, that's a skill that's been honed over the last 2.5 years, 3 years for Hayden.
Went for 14 yards.
And a good catch, too, as well from Price. It looked like it was a little behind him.
Yeah.
And he was able to get it off his right hip, get the first down. Now Bacon is in motion, and this time a keeper for Helgeson as he will fall forward. Looks like 4 yards.
Huskies were saying they recovered the ball, but it must have been down.
But it was down, thank goodness.
You know, the other thing I like coming out of halftime is we're not. Yeah, we've probed with that fullback a little bit, but going to the option, especially that wide side of the field, something different that we haven't tried yet.
And you notice they're putting Titus Evans, number 12, to the wide side. And here he is, and on the right side of the, he's widened out a little bit.
2nd and 7, handoff to Kaufman. Patient running. He'll fall forward down to the 40. About 3rd and 4. So we will have a timeout. We have a Bulldog down.
It's Bo.
Right at the 40.
Reaching for
holding that left leg. Slams his helmet down. So while he's getting tended to, we'll take a quick 30-second break and be back here in Nashua when we come back. You're listening to Lake Mills Football on KIOW.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life. And learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
All right, we are back here in Nashua-Plainfield, Iowa. Josiah Cleveland, Bill Burns, and Jim Schulbrock here. Kaufman was helped off the field. Looked like, of course, we don't want to speculate, but his a lower leg injury. Looked a little more than cramps, unfortunately. So Carter Christensen will take over his touches for the time being. We'll keep an eye on the Bulldogs sideline to see how things progress with Kaufman. But we got a 3rd and 4 here for the Bulldogs. Motion is Manis. It's going to be a pitch back to Bacon. He's got to beat the man on the outside. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. He might have lost a yard. If anything, gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down. And the crowd wants another personal foul. Number 7 hit the turf late. Again, they're not getting a personal foul call. It's 4th down and 4.
Looks like we might be punting here. So Nashua did a really good job stringing that out. Make sure we got 11, and we do.
Manis back to punt. Evans back to receive at the 10-yard line. Sending pressure, getting the punt away. It's a line drive kick. Coming up for it is Evans, and he slips down at the 22-yard line. Blade of grass tripped him up. And would have had at least 5 more yards. But instead, he will have a spot of 24-yard line. So that's where the Huskies will start.
The Bulldogs are definitely being physical. And Nashua-Plainfield coaches just cost their team 15 yards.
Yeah, the assistant coach was on the field screaming at the official, and that is not going to work.
Crowd here is quite loud as well, showing displeasure on that punt. I couldn't quite make out what they were
what they're upset
about.
Is our guys were blocking to the whistle, and like we've done all year, some of our guys were putting people on their backs, and I'm not sure what they're seeing, but it's not after the whistle. So actually, it was a sideline warning. They've already had one warning, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not.
They did not call the conduct.
So yeah, they got a little lucky there, I think.
They did.
So they will start at the 24-yard line with 6:39 left in the 3rd quarter. 13-6 is the score. Handoff off tackle, right side, brought down after a 2-yard gain. Looks like.
Whoa! There's some pushing after the play, and the official, he's doing a good job there. He didn't throw the flag, but he did talk to the player and say, son, don't be doing that.
In a win-or-go-home game, the emotions, I am assuming, are much heightened, that everything means more, every play means more, and especially if you're the Huskies, you're trailing, definitely want to be physical.
So Carter Christensen's also in on defense for Bo. There's some holding.
On the outside, there's the penalty flag as he will be brought down. And another penalty flag. I don't know about that one. Logan Bacon going to be called for unnecessary roughness. He was just going to the whistle.
So they're going to be offsetting. We got to make sure that we keep our heads here and don't do things that's going to hurt your team. So
pushing him out of bounds. And now we will have a discussion.
There's no need to have a conversation, gentlemen. Just step back and let the officials do their job.
We've already done a great job. It's going to be a play for loss, and so now we'll be offsetting penalties.
First call holding on the offense. Personal foul. Offense. Personal foul offense. They're both called.
Oh, so
on the Huskies.
So I don't know if that kid had pulled Logan on top of him or.
I think they're going to get some clarification here. I'm not sure they didn't intend to call it on.
Yeah,
well, I'm not sure how you can, after talking, you can mess up that signal though.
But it looks as if he's going the other direction.
It's going.
No, I agree with you, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of looked like that kid was hanging on to him a little bit.
It didn't. It wasn't an egregious. No. It wasn't. So far out of bounds, and then he spins him down. He was still like inside the dash line, in between where the sideline and where the bench starts. Now the official coming over to talk to the coaching staff for Nashua-Plainfield, as we still don't really have a marker. And they do adjust it looks like. Personal. Well, now he.
Well, if it's
never mind. He said the holding is declined. I thought he was saying
correct.
Offset. I was about to be crazy.
So
here.
the ball was on the 26-yard line, so it should move back to.
The 10. They're going to put it at the 10.
Okay.
So 15-yard penalty is going to. It's third and forever, essentially.
So, yeah, apparently Logan was drugged down there. We'll have to look at that on replay.
I
that
mean,
was
it kind of looked like that too, but it was tough to. That's what the official thought.
But again, I thought you said it well. When we need to just
Things are going our way. Let's keep them going that way. Nothing behind us here. Counter play, nice job.
Up the middle and getting brought
Blow the
down.
whistle now.
Once the whistle goes, now let him go. There you go. Fourth down, gain of a couple.
That kid was up in the air about 3 yards up in the air.
You know, I think he definitely was in the grasp there, and they could have blown the whistle, but what do I know?
So once again, we're going to force a punt from deep in their territory, and
fourth and
we
20.
Can get our hands on it. And Landon's done a good job all year.
Punt returned right at the 45. Spinning out of a tackle and now being brought down is Landon Price. But
Still going to get the ball on the 45-yard line and plus territory.
The Huskies is where the Bulldogs will take over.
Yeah, real nice coverage by the Huskies there, but Landon did a great job fielding it and just getting a couple yards, so sets us up at the 45 with a short field. So 5:10 to go. Let's grind this clock, move the ball, and the way our defense is playing, we put another one in. It's going to make it awful hard.
I was going to say.
Awful hard.
They've possessed the ball twice in the second half and done very little with it, so let's go.
So we couldn't really quite see it all, Jim. The camera was a little bit off center, but it did look like a takedown by the Nashua player. Handoff up the middle. Kaufman, that's Christensen, that's right. Kaufman's still on the sideline. Whistles blow across the 46-yard pickup for the Bulldogs.
Did you hear how nice Josiah was on that feedback about the camera operator? That was very kind. Thank you.
If you want to take a look.
Oh, I know.
Here.
I watched you last week.
Last week, a few of them, you get excited. This job's hard. It's hard.
Here we go, gentlemen.
I'm getting a little feedback.
Right behind there.
Oh, yep, it was.
Pulled him over his head.
Yep.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Handoff, no pitch back outside, blown up. And breaking one tackle back to the original line of scrimmage. That play snuffed out well by the Husky defense. Running that triple option. Huggison pitching it back to Bacon. Third down and 10, 6-yard loss.
You know, that's a tough play for Logan Bacon, but he did a great job of not confounding the play.
Trying to do too much.
Yes, I don't know what's going to happen on this play, but we're gonna pull it one of these times and throw it over their heads because they are selling out against the run.
Price in motion, looking to throw, and we've got pre-snap penalty thrown. Play is dead. We've got 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's going to go on the Bulldogs. False start. 3rd and 15 now. Backing it up to the 50-yard line. I would agree.
The crowds are starting to get into it.
Indeed.
3:45 to go. Playing that single high safety.
Just one stand here in Nashua, just right in front of us. So you got the Bulldog fans off to our right, and the rest is all Huskies. Looking to throw down the right sideline, looking for Ham. Thrown out of bounds. It is an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th and 15.
Yeah, good idea there. Had single coverage out there in Garrett, and he has a big height advantage there. But, Hayden didn't really give him a shot there. He threw it out of bounds. So nothing hurt. Let's pin him deep.
3:28 left in the third quarter. Ball at the 50-yard line.
See if we can't get a good punt here. Nice high one. Evans is dangerous back there.
Manis to punt. This will be punt number 2. A little bit of a high snap. He's going to try to just get it away. He has to get out of some pressure. The ball is tipped. They're not going to call a penalty. Manis wants a roughing, but it's going to be a tip call, so no penalty. The punt wasn't the best. Trying to run out of some pressure over to the right was Manis.
I'm not sure how that ball got tipped since he.
And the ball's going to be, it's going to be a punt of 1 yard.
I don't know, but I do know the camera was directly on the play, so if you care to go back and look.
Ball get tipped?
We'll see.
No.
Nope.
Did not get tipped.
Okay, but we're not going to take every call from here on out.
All right, 1st and 10. Looking to throw down the sideline, just out of his reach. Incomplete pass.
Good coverage.
Manis on the coverage. The intended receiver is at number 2 or 7.
Yep, 2.
Trey Guys.
That big target, 6'4", but Alex Manis was stride for stride.
So 2nd and 10 from the 49 of the Huskies. Under center, draw play up the middle, breaks one tackle, falling forward close to the 45 to the 46. Evans with 5 yards, 3rd 5.
Yeah, you got to think.
Evans was their receiver on that screen that they ran for 35 yards before he fumbled, correct? And that was forced by Logan Bacon, a great defensive play.
So 13-6 score, 2:48 to go in the ball game.
Ball
Lake Mills defense has been playing lights out since that first quarter.
3rd down. They'll give it up the middle, breaking one tackle, falling across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Evans
again,
with the carry.
I think that time our inside tackles got a little bit too far upfield.
He ran on
he's just a good patient runner there. So 1st and 10, 38-yard line.
Evans looking like he was stretching something out at the end of that play. Looks good to go. 2:10 left in the 3rd quarter. Handoff off the outside now. This is Gelmer. Now another solid gain there for the Huskies.
That's the best run for Gilmer in a long time.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
7 or 8 on that carry.
Bo Kaufman is still on the bench. Looks like he's got from here ice on that ankle, so he's probably doubtful. Coach Kurtz just want to pat him on the shoulder pad.
They're going to mark it 2nd and 3 ball at the Bulldog 31-yard line. Handoff up the middle, a lot of space for Evans, and he's brought down inside the 10-yard line. Big run there for the Huskies. It's 1st and goal from the 10.
20-yard pickup.
I was looking at our sideline, but I'm guessing it was a fullback trap that just opened up.
They have found something in number 12.
Good football player.
1st and goal from the 10. They'll give it up the middle again and being pushed back. No gain on 1st down.
See a good goal line stand here.
That was Gelner that time on the carry.
Did give him maybe a half yard.
Oh, it was Evans, excuse me. They did correct it. I've still got it 2nd and 10.
Okay.
It's kind of difficult to tell, though, from this angle without the chains.
Yeah, the ball is just
on the 9,
10.
yeah.
Under 1 minute, clock running, 50 seconds left, 2nd and goal. Going off left tackle now, patient running and now bottled up and brought down after a gain of about 3-yard line, or 3 down to the 6. And a little bit of a difference between game clock and play clock. They will have to run a play. Now the clock will stop for an official timeout. One of the Bulldog players was down.
Yep, so Lance Helming's going to have to come out for a play.
Bad spot for that.
Yeah, it is. I think he's all right, but
and you don't want to burn a timeout just for that. So the clock will resume. Again, play will need to be run.
Yeah, he's good. Brian Budak's not even looking at him, so 25 seconds to go.
And now they reset the play clock, so now a play will not have to be run if they do not want it. 15 left on the game clock. Now 15 on the play clock.
They're going to wait till
not a whole lot of sense of urgency here.
They're going to wait till the quarter runs out, I think.
And some motion. And that will be the end of the third quarter, so we'll flip the field. A little bit of a better vantage point for me.
That's good for us. That'll get Lance back in the football game.
Yep.
So 13-6 with 1 quarter to go.
Scoreless third quarter. We'll take 1 minute and come back here for fourth quarter from Nashua-Plainfield. You're listening to Lake Mills football on KIOW.
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes, from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School. Josiah Cleveland with you alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Huskies with the football in third and goal from the 7-yard line. It's a 13-7 or a 13-6 game, excuse me. Bulldogs on top of the home team, but threatening to score here. And as we mentioned a little bit ago, Helming is able to come back in after he had to leave with a quick injury. But since the quarter came to a close, he can return. And we got pre-snap movement, false start on the Huskies. Yes. That'll take them back 5 yards. Third and goal from the 12 now. Huge penalty. And as Jim mentioned a little bit ago, these penalties for Nashua have been coming at very inopportune times.
Yeah, I would guess they'd probably want to try and sprint their quarterback out here, try and flood a zone here. So I would guess Coach Budak's going to stay in zone coverage here and not go man. Sometimes you get inside the 15, you'll go cover 0 or man, which is up tight. But,
under center.
Yep, there we are.
Play action pass rolling out. It's a low pass.
No.
He did not catch it. It would have been a short gain. It would have gotten back to the 12, which is just about the line of scrimmage anyways. So really, nothing doing there at all. Whether it had been completed or not, the only difference is the clock would have been running if it was called a completion. It was not. Fourth and goal from the 12-yard line. Big play coming here for Nashua.
Aiden Stenjud was right in the quarterback's face. Number 2 is a scary option here for them, 6'4". Just don't want a pass interference. They're going 2 receivers here.
Here's the fourth down play, looking to throw, looking right now, looking left, and dropped by Titus Evans. There was some pressure in the quarterback's face as a couple defenders for the Bulldogs were in. But the throw was incomplete right at the 10, just dropped by Evans.
He was open. There was some couple Bulldogs right there, but he's tough to bring down.
As we saw earlier, he can break out of some tackles, and
he was going to have to navigate about 10 yards on his own there, but he was certainly capable. So
big stop for the Bulldogs. Turnover on downs at the 12.
11:50 to go in this ball game. Let's get a good, solid drive and get points.
Here's the first play. It'll be a handoff up the middle for a loss. I believe a loss.
51, Tate White. He's tough in there in the middle. And we really have not done a great job on him. So, yeah, we lost a yard and a half.
Tate White is their leading tackler this season. 2nd and 11. Single receiver on the right and left. Price in motion, triple option, pitch outside to Bacon, blown up in the backfield, moving to the right, big loss. That'll go back another 5, 6, 7 yards, 8 yards. They keep moving it backwards. Third and about 20.
heading the wrong direction.
They are.
The ball is spotted right at the 5? Is that the 5-yard line? The 5-yard line.
It is.
Third and very long. First down is at the 24, so 3rd and 19. Another triple option. This one up the middle. Some space and pushing forward close to the first down.
Carter Christensen.
Christensen down to the 21-yard line. The yard to gain was the 24.
That was a great run.
So it's still 4th down, and you got to expect Budak is going to, or excuse me, Kurtz is going to punt.
Yeah, but I said that once before, too.
Yeah, it's also 4th quarter. And they will punt. But a good run there from Carter Christensen.
Coming after it. They have nobody back.
Manis back to punt, and now late breaking back is Evans. And the punt is low. Line drive kick. Evans will let it bounce. It hits a Bulldog at the 50. So that is where... And now they're moving it backwards again.
Oh, it's where it was touched first.
And the crowd understandably upset. These officials this evening have been heavily
scrutinized.
Everything they do is under a microscope now.
They even got guys in the booth going back to look at replays.
So they do mark it at the 50. They do make the correct call. So 50 yards to go from potentially tying it for the Huskies. We got 9:56 left, and the Huskies are up to play here. Handoff off the left tackle. A lot of space here for Evans. He's breaking free. One man to beat. He'll be dragged down. 40-yard rush. 1st and goal for the Huskies. Big play there. Biggest play of the evening for the Huskies. 40-yard carry for Evans, and it is 1st and goal. Feels like we were here not too long ago. Oh, wait, we were.
Yeah, it was a good job. It was just an off-tackle play, a little dive to the left, and he cut it back to the middle of the field and found some seams. And you know, for a big dude, he runs well.
Evans at 6'3", 210. 1st and goal from the 10. Up the middle again with Evans. He'll get another 5 yards.
Is Wyatt Helming in there?
Falling forward to the 4.
Or not Wyatt, but Lance. Is Lance Helming in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 72.
6 yards on the carry, 2nd and goal from the 4. Clock just about down to 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 7-point game. Huskies threatening. Off the right tackle now, cutting inside is Gelman. And Gellner is in for the touchdown. 13-12 now is our score, and this will be interesting. The Huskies have not attempted a point after. They've gone for 2 points every time. They're no good earlier. It's a 1-point game. So this 2-point try will decide if it's a Bulldog lead or a Husky lead. It will not be a tie after this conversion attempt.
So what are you running here, Coach, if you're them?
I think you keep running the football. They're having some success here the last 5-6 minutes running the
Ball,
football.
put the ball in number 12's hands and let him get in the end zone if you can.
Here's the play. It's off tackle and rolling inside for the conversion attempt is Titus Evans. We have a lead change here with 8:54 left in the 4th quarter. The Huskies now lead 14-13 here at home in Nashua, Iowa. We will take a break here and be back in 1 minute. The Bulldogs will receive the kickoff. You're listening to Lake Mills Football on KIOW.
DuraClean by Doug of Lake Mills, your full-service home and office care specialist for deep cleaning of carpet, upholstery and drapes, air duct cleaning, sanitizing, and allergy and asthma relief. It's not clean unless it's DuraClean. Good luck, athletes, from DuraClean by Doug. Consolidated Energy offers reliable service, competitive pricing, and contracting advantages for propane and diesel in Lake Mills, Forest City, Buffalo Center, and Maple Island, Minnesota. Call 800-590-4206 and schedule a delivery today. Good luck, athletes, from Consolidated Energy.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School. Josiah Cleveland with you, alongside Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. Huskies drive 50 yards in only 3 plays and take a 14-13 lead after the conversion is successful. 8:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs about to receive the kickoff. Madison Price are back for the Bulldogs. And the kick is low and semi-short, taking one hop, picked up by Manis. Trying to move the outside, he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 33. So decent starting position here for Lake Mills. As we will see their offense come out and see what Coach Kurtz has in store here. 8:49 left in the fourth.
Let's get that Bulldog moving, company. Up front. Engaged, gentlemen. You've done a great job all year. Let's go. We need a drive.
1st and 10. Price in motion, handoff up the middle, some space.
Yep.
And now it's swallowed up as he gets to the 37, so about 5 yards.
It's number 10.
Christensen with the carry, came in after Bo Kaufman, left with an apparent lower leg injury. About 5 yards on first down. Swallowed up well after a big hole, but good first down run. 2nd and 5. Up the middle again, this time nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, is Christensen. So 3rd and 5 from the 37. Manis coming in, as is Delger. Landon Price going to the sideline.
7:48, the clock running.
10 on the play clock. Calling out the plays is Helgeson under center. 5 now on the play clock. Motion is Bacon. Fake pitch, looking to pass, play action. He's got a man, it's caught, 1st down. And he was just barely down. They're gonna say Ham's knee was just down up to the 45. Again, running that shallow pattern.
I think it was
up
Alex
and out.
Manis, Josiah.
Oh, that was Manis? Okay, it is
Yep.
far away, so don't blame me here. But
good throw by Hayden there.
it
Hit
was
right
a
on the
very good
money.
throw. That's been working. Just a quick up and out towards the sideline. 1st and 10.
Needed 5, got 7.
Keeping the drive moving. 1st and 10 now, looking to get the run game going, and not going to happen there on that play. No gain on the 1st down carry for Christensen.
Adam Manis was a little slow to get up. He is going back to the huddle, though.
2nd and 10. 7:10 left in the fourth. Ball on the 45 of the Bulldogs. They have the football. Single receiver on the right and left. Bacon in motion. They will fake the pitch, looking to throw, looking downfield. He's got Ham. It's a jump ball, and it is caught by Ham. 1st and 10, up to the 30-yard line of Nashua-Plainfield. He wins the jump ball battle. That's his, what is that, 3rd catch already? He's got to have at least 3 or 4.
He had a 30-yarder before, and that one just went for near 25.
That's what he's good at. He can go up and get it. You know,
he's got the height.
He does, and he's not super fast, but he just goes up and gets it. So let's go. Let's pound this thing in.
Bulldogs driving a little bit on the Nashua 30. 1st down handoff up the middle. Christensen gets about 4 or 5 and then gets pulled backwards. Forward progress
nice
is
ball
stopped
by
at the
Helgeson.
26.
I'd like to see our offensive linemen to keep playing. You know, they saw Carter getting stood up and just kind of stood around and watched him.
Push him in the back.
Exactly. Get over there and, hustle play in case the ball comes out.
They're going to give him a little less than I thought. It's going to be down to the 27, so a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Another handoff up the middle, breaking one tackle, spinning forward, and getting close to the 20.
He's right there at the sticks.
It's going to be close. I think they're going to mark him a little shy. It's going to be 3rd and a half yard, and they will measure.
Yeah, from where I won't even say because it's a long ways away, but he looks just short.
We're sorry if you heard that. I'm sure you did. So they're measuring here. And there are 5 minutes, 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Measurement it looks short to me. Oh, but it's close. It's a first down! He just got it by the nose of the football. So the Bulldogs will get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone with 5:55 left and running. Down by 1, needing a score in some form or fashion to take the lead. Helgeson under center, motion, handoff up the middle, and maybe 2 yards as he will fall forward is Christensen. 2nd and 8.
5:35 and the clock moving in this ball game.
What do we think field goal range would be for Nash? We did see him a couple weeks ago hitting from 35-ish.
Yeah, he can, if you got down to the 10, 15.
That, of course, was in pregame and no rushers, so.
Correct.
Quick pass to the right side. Low pass, but Bacon goes down to get it. He will fall forward down to the 15. So maybe about 3 on that quick pass, trying to get some yardage. If the throw was a little harder, probably would have gone for about 4 or 5, maybe 6, instead of only about a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 5 from the 15, 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. Ham will go out right. Delger down to the left. Christensen in the backfield. Price in motion and going nowhere. They tried the misdirection, and Christensen will get stood up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Tate White again. We just had a tough time blocking him tonight.
So we would have a 32-yard field goal.
Yep.
7 yards behind.
I don't know.
We're going to leave the offense on the field on 4th down.
Kildall comes on late. 15 on the play clock. Now they break the huddle. 4 minutes and counting. 4th and 5 for the Bulldogs from the 15 of the Huskies. Here's the play. It's looking for a pass. Looking in the corner of the end zone. It's wide open.
Got him!
Touchdown! Touchdown, Bulldogs! 3:47 left. A 15-yard strike. Was that Garrett Ham or Alex
That
Manis?
was Bacon.
That's Bacon.
So they ran a little, crisscross pattern there, and the Nash defenders both went with Garrett, and
he was
wide
all
open
by himself.
15-yard strike.
Well done.
Wide open. Little underthrown, but with the coverage not even close, it didn't matter. Falling right on the goal line. The Bulldogs will line up for 2 to try to make it a 7-point ball game. As doesn't really do you too much good just to pick the PAT. Fake action now going off the right side. He's in. That is Christensen. The fans wanted a hold, but they're not going to get it. Conversion is successful, and I can feel I'm losing my voice already. 3:47 left. It is 21-14. We're going to take a minute break. I'm going to get some water, so hopefully I sound better when we come back. And when we do come back, the Bulldogs will kick it off. They've got the lead now, and we've only got 3:47 left in the game. Back in 1 minute here on KIOW.
Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills has immediate openings for second shift machinists. Join the 3rd-generation family-owned company with excellent benefits, flexible scheduling, and job stability. Good luck to our area athletes from Dielectric Manufacturing in Lake Mills.
At Lake Mills Physical Therapy, we strive to keep our athletes in the game. Don't let your injury sideline you from getting back to your life dreams and goals. Call 641-592-3500 to schedule your appointment today. Lake Mills Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of area athletes.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School in Nashua, Iowa. Thank you for listening live on KIOW and KIOW.com. Josiah Cleveland alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Scholbrock. We've got a great game here this evening. It's 21-14, 7-point lead for the Bulldogs as they just took the lead back. with 3:47 left.
Inopportune time. Lance Helming's got a helmet issue.
Kickoff takes a high bounce. Evans will pick it up at the 30-yard line, 20-yard line, and he's going to break to the 30. He's down the sideline, and he will get brought out of bounds. Let's see where the official marks him down in plus territory. Really good return just when they needed it for Titus Evans, the playmaker, across midfield to the 47. 48 is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, he ran through a tackle at about the 40 and picked up another 15.
Was just showing as we came back from break, our cheerleaders. Coach Lee does a great job with those girls. I have not mentioned you
Come on, defense.
in a long time. Thanks. We need you now. Let's go.
3:39. First down play. Off tackle is the Gellner running back. Gellner, and it'll be brought down about
3-yard gain. Looked like he was going to have more, but
about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock moving. Full cache of timeouts for both teams. Now up the middle again, and trying to rip the ball out unsuccessfully are some Bulldogs. He'll get up close to the first down. It's going to be just a little short, 3.5 yard.
yeah, Logan was trying to strip that. It's just we need a little more help there. And by stripping it, he allowed the runner to get a couple extra yards. But
2:48 left. 3rd and 1.
Fullback.
Up the middle. Fullback dive. He got the first down across the 35 of Lake Mills before being brought down. Clock will stop just a second as they move the chains. Ball down to the Bulldog 35.
2:44 to go.
all 3 timeouts for both teams. Turnover would be great here, man.
Tight formation, going with the run game up the middle, tripped up in the backfield by Helming.
Picked up 4 though, or 5.
Up to the 30. They are getting some good running yards per carry in this 4th quarter of the Huskies. Up to the 30, 2nd and 5, clock still running. Approaching 2 minutes. Patient running for Gellner, breaks a tackle. He's got one man to beat to the pylon. He's going to be brought down just outside the 10. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 12. So with the kickoff return that was quite good for Evans, all of a sudden the Huskies are inside the red zone as we hit the 2-minute mark. 1st and 10 from the 12. Stopped in the backfield. Good play there.
Chase Getzky with the tackle. Well done.
Loss of 1.
1:35, clock running.
Needed that desperately. When would you start calling timeouts?
Soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, see what happens here.
It's kind of it's almost you don't want to call timeouts if you're Lake Mills because they're close and you have the lead. If you were trailing, obviously you'd be calling timeouts. The Huskies do use one here.
That's what I apologize. I was referring to, if I'm Nashua, I want to make sure everything's lined up and ready to go.
It was, if you watched some football on Thursday night last night, they kind of had the same situation at the end of the game here, as there is here. Red zone, both teams have all 3 timeouts. Nobody really wanted to use them because the team with the lead was on defense. You don't need the ball back. You just need to get a stop, and the clock at that point is your friend. But at the same time, if you're the offense, you don't want to give the other team the ball back with some time. If they're trailing, of course, that's the NFL, and they can kick 50, 60-yard field goals. This is Iowa high school football, so it's a little bit different, but the common principle is a little bit of the same thing. So timeout is over, 1:19 left. 2nd and 12 for Nashua-Plainfield. Season on the line for both these teams. Win and move on. Lose and your season is over. 2nd and 10 under center. Blown up in the backfield, looking to throw, and it's high, incomplete. Looking for the running back, Aiden Gellner, and there was a couple Bulldogs in the backfield right away. The quarterback, I do not believe, was expecting them to be right in front of him. Threw it high. He had some space on the screen, but high for Gellner, and I still think he could have caught it. Just went through his hands.
Franzen, their quarterback, came up a little lame on that. It looks like he's staying in the ball game, but
So on the incompletion, the clock will stop at $1:14, but 3rd and 12. And the ball's on the ground, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Gellner is brought down in the backfield.
Whoa. Should have been a penalty there. He threw the football, didn't he?
The ball was muffed on the snap, and picking it up and running with the play, Franzen gave it off to Gellner, but by that point, because of the muffed snap, the line had allowed the Bulldog defenders to get through and brought down in the backfield for a loss.
Well, he's got to get the football down to the 3
yes.
3-yard line. So
With 1:06 to go, they've got 1 timeout left. Bulldogs have 3.
4th and 18 upcoming here.
So they're going to have to give him enough time to get a shot to throw it basically to the end zone, and our pass rush has been awesome.
Do you, with how, with,
well, I think
you don't rule out the run, though.
Well, I think you do. It's 4th down, 4th and 18. You maybe just loosen the backers up a little bit, loosen the DBs up a little bit. Obviously,
Almost of a, it's essentially prevent.
It is.
Prevent up to the 3.
Just no silly penalties here.
Yep. So what could be the game here?
Yep.
As only 1 timeout left for Nashua. If they turn it over on downs, the game will be over. 4th and 18, folks. Here it is, lining up. Franzen takes a snap, quick pass to the right side, and now pitching back to number 77. He's not even close. He doesn't even get back to the 10. What a
hook and ladder.
It was a hook and ladder. Who was the ball
There's
carrier?
nowhere to go though. Why do you hook and ladder to the sideline?
Number 2 initially caught the screen to the right, and just turn a little bit, bud. Number 51.
Victory formation.
Tate White, the senior lineman, was the runner down the sideline, and he got nowhere. Turnover on downs, and the Bulldogs are going to win this football game. And again, apologies, folks. I am losing my voice. I'm sure it'll be back by next week.
Great job. Great job. Great game, both teams.
And there's kneel down number 1. Then we'll need to do it one more time.
52 seconds, the clock is running.
It wasn't easy, they never are.
Very, very competitive game, I believe.
Absolutely.
I believe BC Moore had the spread at about 2.5 or so for Nashua. So, you know, it was expected to be a close game, and we got a 1-score game. Came down to a defensive stop on the last possession, and Bulldogs are going to move on. And
Bulldogs will be down to one of the last 16.
There's the final kneel down for Hayden Helgeson as the clock is at 10, and it will continue to roll down as the Bulldogs come in on the road, taking the hour-and-a-half-ish trip to Nashua, coming into a host team and knocking them out of the postseason with a 21-14 victory this evening.
Big win.
Huge win for the program. Congratulations to Coach Kurtz. Congratulations to the players and all the other coaches. And hard-fought win. You know, we knew coming in on paper 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and that's exactly what we saw tonight. You know, the 4th quarter, Nashua got their run game going, and they got some kids that can run the football. But you know, we threw the ball tonight.
Yes, we did.
I mean, we ran it well at times, but you know, that was one of our better games. And Hayden Helgeson threw some good balls tonight, and just a great job. And you know, playoffs, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, and so it's tough for Nashua. But great job for the Bulldogs. And they get to play at least one more.
We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll break down this game a little further on our post-game show. We'll be back in 4 minutes here on KIOW. This is Lake Mills Football.
Lake Mills Motorsports is your full-service Polaris dealer, specializing in Polaris Ranger ATVs and Polaris snowmobiles. Check out the full line of power sports equipment, clothing, accessories, and winter gear now at Lake Mills Motorsports in Lake Mills.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. At Stendrud Insurance, we offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank, proudly serving northern Iowa and southern Minnesota with 10 locations. MBT Bank brings you the latest in banking technology with that local community connection. Learn more about MBT Bank online at mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
You'll still find good old-fashioned service at Dave's Auto in Lake Mills. From gas, tires, towing, or car repairs, Joe and his staff have you covered. Good luck to our area athletes from Dave's Auto Service in Lake Mills, a full-service gas station providing you and your car service to remember.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb, Smart Corn Innovation. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025 and 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Go Bulldog!
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Single Stat Hardware in Lake Mills has American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana appliances to make your life easier. For appliances with the best in innovation, quality, dependability, and free delivery, see Single Stat Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, Iowa excels in developing personal relationships with customers and company personnel, allowing Norsemen to customize to their needs. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and visit them online at norseman.com. That's NORSEMEN.com.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at nyac.edu.
The comfort that comes from dependable quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson, locally owned and operated since 2005 with competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Good luck, athletes, from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
DuraClean by Doug of Lake Mills, your full-service home and office care specialist for deep cleaning of carpet, upholstery and drapes, air duct cleaning, sanitizing, and allergy and asthma relief. It's not clean unless it's DuraClean. Good luck, athletes, from DuraClean by Doug. Consolidated Energy offers reliable service, competitive pricing, and contracting advantages for propane and diesel in Lake Mills, Forest City, Buffalo Center, and Maple Island, Minnesota. Call 800-590-4206 and schedule a delivery today. Good luck, athletes, from Consolidated Energy.
Welcome back to Nashua-Plainfield High School in Nashua, Iowa. Josiah Cleveland, Bill Burns, and Jim Schulbrock were here to witness history as the Bulldogs score late and hold off a late drive by the Huskies to win here in Nashua 21-14 in a back-and-forth game that was very contentious in spots.
It sure was. And that fourth possession of this second half by the Bulldogs, where they took it down the field 67 yards and pass play into the end zone. Really standout job for Hayden Helgeson tonight. He was under some duress. He made throws that I bet even if he looked at him, he'd say, well, I could have done a little bit better. But you know what? He made passes that got the job done. And when needed, he ran the ball. I also thought that Carter Christensen coming in the second half, being able to spell Bo Kaufman. Of course, we don't know what the extent of his injury. We'll hope that Bo's going to be okay and ready for our next game next Friday night. But I thought Carter Christensen did a great job of coming in relief. So well done.
Yeah, definitely coming in cold. I don't think he had any snaps prior to Kaufman's injury. I didn't see him. I could be wrong. But, yeah, came in, found some space, kept the Bulldogs on schedule, and ended up helping out as the Logan Bacon 15-yard receiving touchdown with 3:47 left ended up being the difference maker here this evening. Bill is going to try to get Coach Kurtz up here so we can talk to him. We talked to him way back in week 2 in the first home game, and we haven't got to talk to him since here on air, but after a great game, I'm sure he'll hopefully be more than happy to give us a few minutes of his time, but a lot of passing tonight. We haven't seen it a whole lot this year from the Bulldogs, especially weeks 1 through 7, a little bit more last week, but game script also part of that with hosting St. Ansgar. You're down early, you're trying to fight back, weren't finding much on the ground, so you kind of have to change it up a little bit. But tonight, just clearly a lot more throwing was scheduled and a part of the game plan. And
kept us on schedule. That there was a 7-yard completion to Logan Bacon that just picked up the first down, and then there was a touchdown pass. And like I said, just the other thing that happened is it got a little emotional there in the third quarter, and the boys did a great job of keeping their composure. And so congratulations, Coach Kurtz is joining us in the booth. I'm going to turn my headphones over to him. This is a historic win for the Lake Mills Bulldogs. Congrats.
Well, congratulations, Coach Kurtz, and emotional game, playoff, win and you're in, keep going, losing, your season's done, but just give us your thoughts here on the effort from your kids and just the football, the game in general.
Oh, man, so proud of the kids. Obviously it wasn't a great start for us offensively, got down 6-0, and then got that huge turnover. They had that big pass play, and because it looked like they was going to go up 2 scores, and then we took it right down and scored. Ironically, the biggest plays of the night were through the air.
They were.
Which, when you run the offense we do, you don't throw it a lot, but we always say we're going to throw it down the field, and that's exactly what we did. And, when Bo Kaufman got hurt there in the third quarter, no one skipped a beat. No one batted an eye. We just kept bringing it. We had to adjust a few things defensively to make up for not having him out there, but then – geez, that fourth down throw from Hayden to Logan to put us up, and then the 2-point conversion. We haven't run that play all season, and perfect time for it. That was Coach Wiener's request there to get that one, and got the 2-point conversion, go up 7, and like you guys have said, first playoff win in school history. So just really, really proud of those players out there. The credit all goes to them.
Well, and talk about Hayden Helges tonight. That was his best game of the season, throwing the football, and in opportune times, he just hung in there and put it where it needed to be put.
Pitching it left.
Yes, he's one tough kid, number one, because he's a smaller guy out there, but you never know it. He plays the game with tremendous heart, and our passing game was a bit of a struggle to start the season. We weren't throwing it the best, and as the season has gone along, he's just gotten better and better and better, and total confidence in him. He's smart with the football. He doesn't put it in danger, and I think we saw that tonight. And we don't win that football game without 12 at quarterback. There's no question about that.
No, Coach, and when Bo went down, and what paid off there is Carter Christensen had a lot of carries this year, and so when he came in, he had a couple nice runs there, but you didn't have any worries about ball security, that type of thing. just because Carter's got a lot of experience there.
Carter is the ultimate unselfish player. He's the player that every coach wants on his team, and that he's going to work his tail off every day in practice. He's going to be grateful for every opportunity he gets, and like you said, absolutely no concerns with ball security. And he had some big runs. We almost converted a 3rd and 16 or whatever it was on that nice little trap inside, and obviously he scored the 2-point conversion there on to put us up 7, which was huge, which would have made Nashua go for 2 if they had scored there at the end, and so just really proud of a guy like him who certainly doesn't get his name in the paper a whole lot, but he's going to deserve it tonight.
And from what I could see up here, Coach, that 3-5, or sometimes they walk those outside guys up. Evans on the edge is tall, and they made it tough for us to get to the edge, didn't they?
They did. We hit that one big play to Bacon there right before half. They went to a 4-2 most of the night there in that triple stack, that 3-5, like you said. And Titus Evans, he's a dang good football player. Holy moly. And Gellner's a great football player, and those guys, they battled their tails off. They are hard to tackle, and they ran that wing tee well. Nashua's improved so much the last few years. Credit to their coaches and their players. Tonight was probably one of the better Class A games across the whole state.
Absolutely.
And so I'm glad we gave everyone a nice show tonight.
Yep. So will the pods of 4 come out tonight, or will it be in the morning, Coach?
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Yep.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. We'll know who we play tomorrow.
And do you want to explain that to the people
Yeah.
still listening a little bit?
So there's 16 teams left in Class A, and so the state association, they'll split us everyone up into 4 pods of 4, where each of those pods will have 2 district winners, assuming all the district winners won tonight. So each pod will have 2 district winners, and then 2 other teams, mostly based on geography. They will also split up the top ranked teams. So, for example, St. Ansgar and West Hancock, even though West Hancock is not a district champion, they will most likely not be in St. Andrew's pod because they're both in the top 4 of the state rankings, and so they will probably be in different pods. And I am predicting we'll play one of those 2 teams, which we'll give it a good shot.
West Hancock did win, and St. Ansgar was in a struggle.
Oh, really?
They were up 16-6 in the 4th quarter, but we'll let you get going. But once again, congratulations, Coach. Great job. 7-2 in the air and advancing to the round of 16.
Round of 16.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Congrats, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So, Bill, Jim and I were kind of just talking about how that 4th quarter went with keeping on schedule, and when Carter came in, getting those 5-yard runs, just not skipping a beat, as you mentioned to Coach Kurtz. What are your thoughts on that 4th quarter and that last stop?
It seemed like when we had to get a stop, a couple times they moved it inside the 20, and that's when our defense kind of bowed their necks. And, they gained some yards from 30 to 30. They had some couple big runs on the night, and the fumble early in the game. But when it got down there inside the 20, and as Coach said, they did make a couple adjustments, and I couldn't tell if we went to a 6-man front or it was at least a 5-man front. And we put Logan Bacon in the middle once Bo got hurt. So they changed some things up defensively, and so I'm presuming it was their 6-man front, but and that's what we did last week against St. Ansgar, which the first half worked. So had to make some adjustments there, but getting back to losing Bo at fullback, talked about Carter just filling a role there and good ball security, and he's quick and he knows how to read the blocks, and hopefully Bo can somehow get that ankle ready to go, and he was walking a little bit, but we don't have much depth on this team, but where we do have depth, those kids step up and do a great job. So super exciting win for the program, for the coaches, and hats off to them.
And this win did not happen during the season.
No.
This win happens because of what happened in the offseason. Coach Burns and I were out for our old man retirement walk in August and saw the boys show up for their first practice. It even started before that. So shout out to the boys for getting in the weight room. The other thing that I was going to just talk about for a quick second is I just think that inopportune penalties for Nashua-Plainfield and a lack of inopportune penalties for the Bulldogs was a big key. So
getting back to your point about Wyatt Hanna started on the offensive line as a freshman. Aiden Stenzer started on the offensive line as a freshman. Wyatt started on both sides of the ball. And, those guys took some lumps. And Chase Getsky started as a sophomore. So, those guys were playing varsity football maybe, no maybe about it, before they were quite ready physically. And, and now they're older juniors and seniors, and it's paying huge dividends for them. So, so they're seeing the benefits of that. So, yeah, we get to do it again next week, man.
Yeah, with the regular season being over for everybody now, the extended week for the non-playoff teams being over, I'm sure we will be back here on KIOW 107.3, and of course we will be streaming as well on KIOW.com on the Lake Mills video stream, wherever we end up, whether it be, who knows, we'll find out tomorrow at 10 a.m. But that's just going to about do it for us here from Nashua this evening. Bulldogs win 21-14 over the Huskies. This has been a KRW presentation. Josiah Cleveland, Bill Burns, and Jim Schulbrock. Have a great night, everybody.